The train headed for Sunset City will be departing soon.
Welcome everybody to Sunset City, the Sonic podcast for the classic and modern age. With me today is who lives in a sewer under Manhattan. It's Nick.
Shredder's Revenge is so good, you guys. Oh my god.
Hang on, I need to turn you up a bit. Got Milk, because he can certainly convince you otherwise. Welcome, Sirius.
I don't know why I'm here anymore.
And put your clay hands together for the beloved champion of Aardman animation, Wallace.
I didn't think we were starting until a quarter after, so I still had a mouthful of chicken when you started, and I panicked.
I hope you're liking your chicken. And of course, we've got the guest who just won't fucking leave
here
already, is Gilly.
I wasn't here till just now.
Still. So,
Hello.
it's been quite a week for Sonic Frontiers, in that we've had some footage that's looking... Can we agree that the footage is looking quite a bit better now of, like, the open world and such?
The footage, yes, but
It definitely,
It's better.
like, I was noticing a lot less pop-in. Still some pop-in, but, like, a lot less of it.
it looks a lot cleaner, and the textures actually look like they're a little less generic now. Like the lighting is hitting them in a better way.
Definitely. And, like, the fighting looks good when you're fighting the giant phallic thing with the ring around it, and the scissors with legs for days.
The cock ring?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
The cock ring. Sonic's got a thing for rings. You should have known. But then we had some footage from the booths of the Summer Game Fest, which revealed some familiar-looking zones. We saw one that definitely resembles Sky Sanctuary, and then we saw one that resembled Green Hill. And there's been a lot of questions: is this Green Hill, like, or is it just another Green Hill-themed stage that isn't Green Hill? And I've taken a close look, I've done some sleuthing, and I kind of diagnosed that I saw some checkerboards in the distance and some of the decorative planks that Green Hill has in the shadier areas, so yeah, it looks like they're bringing that back again. So, there was a leak a while ago from Zippo stating that all of the cyberspace stages would ape themes from Sonic Generations, which I suppose makes a small modicum of sense, given that a theme for this game is going to be Sonic reclaiming his memories. He's lost his memories and stuff because everything's Breath of the Wild these days. So it got me thinking, who here is sick of seeing the same damn levels over and over again for the past 10 years?
I am.
Yeah.
They've taken
10
some of my
years.
favorite levels of all time in any video games and made me tired of them. And I'm kind of pissed. I'm kind of pissed about this.
So the thing
They
I was
can't
thinking
not do it.
is, if they've got a Sonic game that revolves around and getting his memories back, fine, I understand that. You want to have him play through his memories. Probably one of the smartest framing devices we've had for bringing back old stages. This would be fine if we didn't have constant games of bringing back old fucking stages already. Sonic Mania, Lego Sonic Dimensions, fucking Sonic 4. Sonic Forces, you know? It's too much, man. It's too much. So I kind of got thinking, if you really gotta bring back those old stages, what stages would we bring back? Because it seems like a no-brainer to, if you're gonna bring back familiar stages for another game, bring back stages that we're not fucking sick of. So we know we're getting Green Hill and Sky Sanctuary, but, like, basically, I thought, you know, we could all come together, create our own little lists for what levels we would like to see in a Sonic throwback title, if they insist on doing another one. So, have we all got our list ready?
Yeah.
I thought we were going to be talking about the news a bit first.
We need to talk about that first.
That, man. I can't even begin to give a shit about our imaginary list right now. I'm fucking furious. Are you kidding me? Like, they just confirmed that Sky Sanctuary. Like, we have clear footage. I need to talk about this.
Oh yeah, also there's that interview with Morio, what's his name, from yesterday, and Takeshi
And Alana
Iizuka's
Pierce, too.
damage
Oh, yeah!
control.
God, that video!
Yeah,
It just dropped out of nowhere.
but I wanted to talk a little bit about Takeshi Iizuka's Sonic Adventure damage control. because basically
Please.
he's spoken out since and said basically the reason he brought up Sonic Adventure is because IGN brought it up to him. He answered that question and said, yeah, he'd be interested in revisiting it someday, but there's no plans for it. There's absolutely nothing, going forward regarding the Sonic Adventure series. Right now, the focus is on Sonic Frontiers, which in many ways is what the marketing should have been. Focus on Sonic Frontiers, not Sonic Adventure. Getting us excited for a game that's not even announced yet, rather than Sonic Frontiers.
You don't like Sega Damage Control, Pup? You don't like... Guys, don't worry. I know there's a lot of pop into the footage, but don't worry. We're working on an Adventure 3.
Yeah, it's just... So, yeah. I was saying previously, like, if they announce the next Sonic game, and it's not Adventure 3, we'd all go apeshit. This feels like they're stopping us from going apeshit. As an Adventure fan, I do feel a little insulted by that. But, like, okay, so... fuck you, IGN, for even asking that question in a Sonic Forces interview. But also just, fuck you, Iizuka, for answering that question, man. Like...
We got some clarification on something for the game that I wanted to bring up real quick. It's weird to me. So during the interview, we heard that the definition of open zone is they took a world map and made it playable. Now, it's not that I hate what I've seen with Frontiers. I like what I've seen with Frontiers, but we had that idea. We had that idea a long time ago. It's called a hub world. We had it in Sonic, in fact.
Yeah,
I had it in Sonic a few times.
They literally did that in 3D World. They literally took the overworld map and made it.
And that's the thing, is like open world games, like when I think of open world games, I think of like Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, where the open world is the game. Like, you go around, there's quests to do from different characters. The entire game takes place in that open world. You see different characters and stuff. This island is uninhabited. It's an island with lots of different gameplay loop features in it. But ultimately, it's a very, very big hub world, because it plays host to the individual level portals. Now, what I fear, particularly from the interview with the director of the game, is that it's like, they're not really addressing what's wrong with Sonic. They're just putting a hub world in it and hoping that will distract us. So, it's like, hey guys, is this game gonna finally give us some original levels? We got an open world! Hey guys, is this gonna, finally show a little bit of understanding of what Sonic gameplay is all about? We got a hub world! Are we gonna have some obstacles that get in the way of Sonic's momentum that you have to avoid and skilled players will be able to go faster with? We got a hub world, that's how the interview plays out.
What it should be is, as they say, are there going to be any obstacles? You just hear the jazz music from Unleashed playing as one of the robots that I have seen on Twitter a lot more porn of than I wanted to just appear out of nowhere. Have you seen? It's kind of... Look, for a fandom that constantly makes the jokes about Sonic kissed a girl once, that's gross. Y'all are all gross, and I've seen your sins on Twitter.
Yeah. The thing that really bugs me
I'll bang all of it. I don't care.
If this really is just a glorified hub world, but the main game is just a Generations retread, what are we fucking doing? What are we doing? Like, how are we still here? How are we still in Green Hill and Sky Sanctuary? Like, you know what it feels like to me? It feels like we ported Sonic Generations and we stuck an open world game on top of it. Here's your new game. And it's not even a proper open world because it's not inhabited by questers or anything like that. You just fight enemies in this big open area that you can play around in. It's a Sonic Generations repackage with a tech demo for a open world Sonic game on it.
I feel like the quests...
It's like 3D World, except they put Bowser's Fury right into the middle of the game itself.
I feel, and I could be wrong here, but I feel like so they did say that there's going to be objectives in the map that you do have to complete that are going to keep moving forward. We've heard that from the interview. We've heard that from people's testimonials from playing the game. However, my prediction, and it's not that I hate this style of doing things, but if you've ever done quests in Fortnite, that's kind of what I think the quests are going to be in here, where it's like there's not going to be a person giving you context for why you need to do something. There's just going to be a little thing in the top left corner of the screen that goes like,
take the L dance in front of a vending machine for 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Like, it's the thing that really just bugs me is like it feels like the hub world is the new bit of content, and it would be like if they released Spyro 4. And it's all level themes from Spyro 3, except they got new hub worlds that are bigger. That's what this feels like, you know? That's not enough. Like, if you're gonna have a game that is... Like, for starters, I think the gameplay loop's quite cool. It's a Sonic game that makes you earn your progression a little more. It's, you know... They've actually described the gameplay loop now. It's, you know, you're in this open world, you do little puzzles and stuff to open up new bits of the world, you fight enemies to get gears, which open up the level portals. When you go to the level portals, you get keys, the keys open the vaults get the Chaos Emeralds, you move to the next island. That's a really cool idea, but it lives and dies by the content that's within it. If you've got all that there, but the level portals just lead to been there, done that, that means that your core sense of progression at the core of it is not the open world. That's the new feature, but that's not the core of the game.
Didn't they call the linear stages like small or something?
They called them bite-sized, but like that could mean anything because it could just mean bite-sized compared to the open world. Go on.
I think that they're just being ungraceful with how they're speaking, and they don't know what the hell they're talking about.
I would almost agree if Frontiers didn't exist.
Well, I was actually going to say because Frontiers it does exist. I'm kind of with Gilly on that. If this has taught me anything, it's that they don't know what the fuck they're saying half the time, and they have no idea how to convey their thoughts to their audience.
Well, another thing I just wanted
Them trying to explain what an open zone thing doesn't make any fucking sense.
They can spend 2 hours.
This is different. It's an open zone.
Yeah, they could sit here and spend 2 hours explaining to us what Sonic Frontiers is, what an open zone is, how it relates to the Chaos Emeralds, and how we get to these smaller levels. They could explain it all to us, but because they are so linguistically inept, we will still have no idea what kind of game this is until we are playing it ourselves.
I mean, I kind of agree with that, but also I see where Pup is coming from, because I think the priority of the game director, like, there's just a precedence for his work in this series that concerns me, where he keeps talking about, like, oh yeah, it's kind of open, but don't worry, we have kind of a flat difficulty curve. Don't worry, that doesn't mean there isn't challenges there.
God,
but don't worry about the puzzles. You don't actually have to do them. They're just there.
That fucking killed me in the interview.
Just bouncing back and forth.
The non-committal nature of this is my biggest problem with Sonic Colors, where they don't fully commit to the idea of the Wisps, so they feel a little bit disjointed from the main part of the game. And yeah, I don't hate Sonic Colors as much as a lot of other people. I think it's a genuinely a fine game, but it's mostly a mid game. And I think that this dude, at his very best, has produced mid games, and now he's in charge of this stuff, and now he's bringing back more Sonic Generations, which wasn't even a game that he directed.
It's funny because I feel like they try, even when they try to do something different, they try to hold on to something that'll like appease people because they're nervous. But that's the thing that pisses everyone off.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, we just want a bit of confidence from you guys in your game, and then there's like. Okay, so let's say it is bite-sized levels, okay? How bite-sized are these? Like, if it's bite-sized levels, well done. You made Sonic Forces again, but you stuck an open world on top of it.
I think you'll spend more time, I think, like Werehog versus Boost gameplay, right? And I've literally made jokes that the Boost levels of Unleash are basically the special stages. This is about as literal as it gets. Like, you're doing this for Chaos Emeralds, and they're using the generation stages.
But that's why I'm not worried about it. I don't know. It kind of makes sense to me. Like, if they are just, like, bite-sized stages that are, like, say, 1 act or something, and that's just, like, the open world or the open zone, whatever you want to fucking call it, that's the main game, but the way that you obtain the emeralds, much like a special stage, is just going through one of these past
But that's the thing,
linear
I
short
don't
stages.
see how the open world can be the main part of the game when literally all they've described is a hub world with some interactive features.
To me, like, this would be, like, the Generations levels, that would be the extra, you know? Not like, oh, don't worry, you don't have to do the puzzles. Like, no, like, figure out how Sonic's movements make sense for a platforming puzzle or a platforming challenge. Make all of that, incorporate all that, and have it seamlessly work together in the open zone. And that's your main game. And like, if you really have to put Generations levels in, then make that the optional portion.
Yeah, make it
I
like a bonus thing.
I get that, but it makes sense for me, like in terms of if they wanted to do that just as a means, like, of progression at the end of something. Like, okay, like the Bowser stages in Mario 64.
Sure.
Like that's how you unlock different portions of the castle, and those stages are linear stages. They're not open.
I don't mind the linear stages, but yeah, asset flips for over a decade. That's a no. I don't care if they're trying to figure out budget. I don't give a shit. Like enough's enough.
No, yeah, I'm not happy with that. But if nothing existed before, this would make sense to me. Like, because if they can tie it into the story, like, okay, he lost his memories and that's how he has to like relive certain parts of his past, and those stages are where you get the emeralds, and that's how you progress in the game. That's a cool concept.
I agree with that fully. If these levels had not been so milked for the past 10 years, this concept would be awesome.
I should never be tired of seeing Sky Sanctuary. That is one of the most important moments in video games to me. I made an hour-and-a-half video talking about, oh my god, and I about cried talking about stupid ass.
Well, the thing is also like,
Sonic. Just put him in the background.
That's what
anything.
That's what I was about to say. Is none of the Sky Sanctuary remakes have had the context that made the original Sky Sanctuary so thrilling. It was a narrative framing device. It wasn't just a place for Sonic to just mong out. You know, like it was the pre-finale. It was all these characters coming together for the first time.
It needs to be the Green Hill of this. Now we
But
need
that's
the Green
the thing
Hill
is,
of
like,
everything.
We've had our little anniversary party, and then we raced through it in Team Sonic Racing, and yeah, it was cool, and Back in Time played, but like, now we're here. Now we're here 10 years later, and we're still here. Get me off this fucking floating thing.
It's like they went all out for my 25th birthday, but then they brought out all the same party streamers for my 30th, and it feels a little underwhelming.
No, it's worse than that. It's like it's your it's your 30th birthday, and you're just getting your presents from your 20th birthday rewrapped and given to you.
Yeah.
Except now your party's at a new venue, so like you know you got your open zone.
They didn't even make a new cake, man. They just pulled out some leftovers from the freezer and threw it back
they
out
just
there.
Vomited it back up for you.
It just here. All right, so we do have to. I really do love our fun content for the day.
There is confusion in the chat. No, it is absolutely Sky Sanctuary.
It is 100% Sky Sanctuary.
Some new footage has dropped. It is absolutely Sky Sanctuary, down to the red grind rails, down to the death egg hovering in the background. It is Sky Sanctuary.
What if they just call it? What if they call it like Air Sanctuary?
Then fuck you. That's worse. That's Sonic 4.
I know.
Congratulations. Let's get Earth Sanctuary and Water Sanctuary.
What do they call the Airdrocity?
Airdro City.
It would be Airdro City. Come on.
Only if we can get a Pyrocity as well.
Ridiculous.
Wouldn't it just be Arrow? Wouldn't it be Arrow City?
It would be Pyro City, sir.
Hey, so
Pyrocity.
one other thing. What? God damn it! That's stream yesterday. One other thing I wanted to bring up to kind of bring into this conversation before we moved on to our funner idea. Alana Pierce did drop a video thoroughly explaining her issues and her likes and all her general opinion, but she put out there like, this is the worst demo I have ever seen. And I think that is important for everything that's been happening in terms of the lead up to this game, because she was talking like even more detail, like, no, they were trying to use plants to cover like from people like taking footage.
Oh yeah, for all like the NDA stuff.
Yeah, there was no other game on a show floor that has you signing NDAs or not allowing you to take footage of it. Like, she's a veteran in the industry. She's been covering games forever, and yeah, I've never heard of it. And then I had her go and double down like, no, this does not happen. This is wild.
Then conversely, that person I spoke to that I told you guys about said it was great.
I'm not talking about the demo. I'm talking about like just how they're presenting it. And to me, regardless of how you feel about the demo, I do still think it looks a little bit rough. But I think Sega also thinks that. And from the Occam's razor here for everything that's been going on with IGN and now Summer Games Fest. This game is not ready, man. And they had contracts signed with IGN and with Summer Games to have this available in some form or fashion, and they're just fulfilling those contracts because
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too.
yeah, everything I'm seeing here is like I don't see this game coming out this year, man. Like if this is where they're at right now,
But it's like if it doesn't, I don't care.
Izuka has made.
I would
a
hope
point.
it doesn't.
I
No,
really
no,
hope
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. But they keep trying to be like, no, this game's coming out. It's coming out. We're not delaying it. And I'm sitting here like, I don't care if you delay. If you got to delay it, you don't have to keep like. You don't have to swear to me you're gonna drop it. Like I don't care. Just make it good.
If
I
they
got my
said,
Ninja Turkeys. I'm good.
if they said, okay, guys, mask off moment. Yeah, the game reuses Sonic Generations level assets. We'll delay the game and replace it with all new assets. I'd probably say, okay, delay the game.
It might be. I mean, this really could be as rough as some of that stuff looks. Those could be placeholders. Given the biggest
placeholders.
benefit of the doubt I can give them,
You're trying real hard, Nick. I can
We're
I can
huffing
feel
on the
it through the
copium.
screen.
We're huffing
yeah,
on it.
I'm bouncing around in Spring Yard pretty hard right now, boys. That's I can't. This is so fucking fucked. Ah.
No, yeah,
I
but
don't know. I don't know why any of us are surprised anymore.
no, when I read the thing that when I read that Zippo leak, I was like, no, surely not though. Come
Surely
on.
this is like the most out there he's been, and this is the most correct he's been, and I
People
hate him
were
so much for it.
People have been pretty vocal about, reusing these frickin' levels. Like, even just Green Hill Zone and Chemical Plant. And get ready, guys. Chemical Plant Act fucking 600 is
It is
coming.
it's just so wild to me, right? Like it looks like they're paying attention to what the community is wanting from the game, and like really bringing together all the ideas that would make any era of Sonic fan happy. They got open world. They got Ian Flynn. They're trying something new, but they literally have the old game in the mix of this, talking about this being like the next set of it. It's the Werehog all over again to me.
It
is the exact same situation.
It pisses me off as well, because we had that whole lip service from Izuka saying, like, oh, we want to cater to the modern and classic fans separately. We got games for classic fans, and we got games for modern fans. Yeah, buddy, you got Green Hill in here, though, didn't you? You got classic in my modern. Fuck's sake.
You did it.
I'm tired of eating Reese's. You didn't mix it together properly, man.
And I'm seeing a lot of people in the chat, and I don't want to come off as lashing out here, but I'm seeing people that are saying I'm fine with them reusing levels. Why are you fine with this?
Like, why
Why
is
are
that
you
an
okay
okay
with that?
thing?
Why are you okay with this? Like, what are you going to do when the next game after this comes out and you're playing through Green Hill and Sky
I
Sanctuary
can't wait.
and Chemical
I
Plant?
can't wait.
And then the game after that one comes out and you're playing Green Hill. If you want to send a message to Sega that you're willing to pay big money for the same game over and over again, all power to you. But why are you okay with this? And I'm not attacking you for it. I'm just asking why.
It just comes down to like, so if we're going to have classic levels back, and I'm okay with that for more stuff we'll be discussing later, I want to see other classic levels reimagined, not welcome to Chemical Plant again, but this time it's snowing. Welcome to Green Hill this time, but this time it's Sand Hill. I don't
Christmas Green Hill. That would be pleasant, and I would like it.
The thing is, I think this is a point now where the nuance has to go. I'm done with the nuance. I could say, oh yeah, I'm okay with you bringing back these classic levels and stuff. Sega, you watch it? Look here, look, listen! No more classic levels. No more reused levels whatsoever. No more. I don't care if you got a good concept. I don't care if you got a good idea. No more reused levels at all, ever again.
I think it's funny how Green Hill is supposed to like give me this like warm, nostalgic, oh, there it is, but it just triggers my fight or flight.
Can I? It's weird to me how much of Sonic's identity gets wrapped up in the Green Hill, because like to me, when I was growing up, Green Hill almost meant nothing, because to me Green Hill was identical to World 1-1 in Mario. And yeah, we would get a new Mario game that would have a grassy plains level in the beginning, but it's not like they were all World 1-1 again.
Yeah,
We're
it's not
doing the
1-1.
exact. Yeah, it's not going to be okay, cool, look, here's the first here's the first item box that has this. The second item box has
Well,
this one. Like every time, we're not doing that.
the first stage of like every Mario game looks nothing like the first stage of the first Mario game.
And that's
Right,
the thing, it's
and
all
it's-
going to be in the same order again as well. Remember we had Sonic Forces, which began with Green Hill Zone, followed by Chemical Plant? And that followed Sonic Mania and Sonic Generations, which all started with those two levels in succession.
It's just
It's just the same assets, dude. Like, even if this was Green Hill again, I mean, Lost World, for God's sakes, dude. They managed to make new assets for that game, even if it was the same art direction or the same kind of general
'Cause,
vibe.
like-
It's
'cause,
the
like, you
same
got-
assets, man.
like Windy Hill and like Seaside Hill. I don't see them as Green Hills. I see them as levels with Green Hill aesthetic, and I'm fine with levels
am
with
too.
Green Hill aesthetic.
Yeah,
I'm not fine with welcome to Green Hill again, everybody. Do not you remember this place?
Well,
Here's
and
the
also
thing,
with
I
the
would-
worst director than
Hilltop-
Generations.
I would
Hilltop
throw...
Zone doesn't feel like Emerald Hill.
No, it doesn't, because it's like the
Correct.
opposite end of the island. Like, it's higher up and everything. Like, if we
And
got,
even
like...
it's using the same assets.
Yeah.
If we got like Green Hill's basement or something, that'd be kind of interesting. But like, no, it's just, you like these checkerboards and stuff. I'm just like, here's the thing: if they want to make Green Hill Zone into Sonic's home going forward, okay, have a little mini world where the game, just it's your little safe place. It's your, there's no enemies here or anything. This is Sonic's home. Fine. I don't want to see fucking Chemical Plant again. I don't want to. I don't want to ride down that tube and get to that same fucking bit with the blocks that move left and right. I'm like, oh, I remember
You don't.
this from Sonic.
You don't want to
2.
go through the. You don't want to go through the S tube again.
I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that shit. Because here's the thing: I'm not going. Oh, I remember that from Sonic 2 anymore. I'm going. Oh, I remember that from fucking yesterday. I remember that from fucking Sonic, fucking Chemical Plant collection. Fucking, you could make a game. You could make a whole game out of how many times in fucking Chemical Plant now. Like you could make a game that's nothing but it with all of the things. It would probably be longer than Sonic Forces.
Dude, I play Sonic 2 now, and I get to Chemical Plant, and I'm like, oh, again.
Yeah, I'm just this is the thing. It's affecting the classics as well because I'm gonna pick up Sonic Origins and I'm gonna be like, oh goody, Green Hill, and it's like this is a compilation, man. I'm gonna get to Sky Sanctuary in Sonic 3 and be like, oh, this place, oh great, I'm feeling that,
I haven't been
where's
here
the,
all week.
Where's the bloody balloons for me to homing attack onto? Where's the racetrack, Like, can I, Fuck!
I mean, I said like I said this privately in chat here. Yeah, my major concern is just we're reusing assets. I don't care if they tweak them. These are the same fucking assets from games a decade old at this point. And not even that. If this was still that same, and this is not healthy for any devs. I'm not supporting this as an idea. But if this was on the same annual release schedule that the earlier 3D games were, I kind of excuse that situation there because they were just pumping out so much product. And on a reason, even back then, that was unreasonable.
Yeah.
Like how many games they were putting out there.
But
This
this
would be
time,
acceptable if this was on the annual thing. Like if there was Generations and then Forces and then this game. And like, well, obviously they're reusing stuff. 10 years. No.
This is gonna bleed into the real
absolutely not.
world. This is going to bleed into reality as well because I was on a countryside walk yesterday, and I saw all the rural farmlands and the grass and stuff. I was like, "Fuck's sake, a Green Hill." Sick of it.
you're gonna go to a chili dog stand and just be like, I'm so fucking tired. Everyone dies. You just smell that acrid whiff of the freaking like plant near you. You're just like, it's back.
I feel like
I have
Sonic.
to burn it to the ground.
Sonic
Here's the
is
thing,
trying
guys. Everyone's
to.
like, well, I like that stuff. Like you literally can play Generations. It will probably play better.
It's a
and
damn
that
good
aside,
game.
Even that aside, you didn't need it in the game, right? If there's so much else that's new here, if it's big enough and open enough, then you didn't need it at all, right?
Can we also just talk about this one bit from the interview with the director that I fixate on? Now, I don't want to gun for anyone's job and stuff because here's the thing. A video game director and a film director are two very different things. I couldn't explain to you what a video game director does, so we don't know how much of this is whose fault. We don't need to point fingers or treat this as a crime scene investigation. If game bad, game bad. So, but there's this one bit from the interview where he says, a problem with platformers is that oftentimes, as the levels go on, they get more difficult.
I
the
hate that.
Jesus fucking
The problem with
Christ.
that with Sonic is as the levels get more difficult, there are more things stopping your speed. So, having an open world means that we can have the game be long and have lots of content without having to make the difficulty harder. There'll still be challenges, such as the funny little puzzles, but that, you know...
But you don't have to do them,
Now,
don't worry.
Here's the thing, Mario, director of Sonic. Here's the thing, buddy. You seem like a nice dude, but here's the thing! That is the entire point of the Sonic games. The entire point is that
You mean
you
having
go
a difficulty
fast,
progression is important?
you go fast, and things get in your way, and you maneuver them.
I mean,
and
this
the
is-
better you are at it, the better you feel. That's Sonic. So if you're going to try and tell me a problem with Sonic games is that there are things trying to stop your speed, yes, Einstein, not every game is Sonic Forces, where I can quote-unquote dash like a maniac. I like to have challenge in those individual stages. I like to have that trial and error. If you think people are going to put the game down because they got a game over, why are you re-releasing Sonic fucking Origins?
This is a problem that I've had with the
can only
boost
laugh.
formula gameplay in general. Because I don't feel like I feel like it's like one step above like an auto runner. Is how
Yeah.
I've been feeling about it.
Yeah,
It's not-
I made the jokes, right? It's like just a slightly more elaborate Sonic Dash.
The thing that makes me sad is I'll defend Boost. You guys know that.
Yep.
I'd say I think, you know, Forces has tainted its reputation a lot more than it should have. But
I agree.
I don't think Boost was anywhere near as automated prior to that, and you know, I think that Boost is a good successor to Sonic gameplay, but every time they say shit like this, it proves not only do they not understand Sonic, they don't understand how to incorporate Boost gameplay into Sonic. They don't understand the responsibility that comes with the power of going so fast as to be able to headbutt every obstacle that's in your way. There still needs to be a challenge, and we've had that. Fucking... This makes me really sad because I think Eggman Land from Sonic Unleashed is a fantastically designed level. It is an absolutely brilliant conclusion to that game. And we're probably never going to see anything like that again because they're all too pussyfooting around the idea of, oh, we just want to keep them going fast. In Eggman Land, you can go really fast, but it's really fucking difficult and challenging.
Didn't people bitch incessantly about Eggman Land though, and that's probably why they decided to stop doing those difficulty curves?
Yeah, I get that. And when I was a kid, I'm not going to lie, Eggman Land had me put the game down for a solid couple of months. But, like, nowadays, I'm just like, man, if we could at least have the option to play something that's this challenging in a Sonic game. Because when you get good at Eggman Land, it feels incredible. Like, when you're just powering through this place, and you manage to get it done in, like, 12 minutes, it feels good. And I want that feeling again, because that's the classic Sonic feeling of when you're actually finally able to breeze through this thing that once challenged you. You know?
Yeah.
Also, I don't know who here has played Eggman Land on the Wii, but I want
They broke
something
it up,
like
didn't
that.
they?
No, so
Like,
as
like
as
they-
Sonic,
Yeah?
you have one run through as Sonic, and then you have a run through as Werehog. They split into the two, so instead of like a big 30-minute level, you have a good solid 5 or 10 minute, very very white knuckle hard Sonic level, and then you have the Werehog level really wasn't as hard, awkwardly. I want something like that again as my final level. I liked when we had stuff like that, stuff like Final Rush and Sonic Adventure 2. Like, I like when we had stuff that was really, really hard when it popped out. And it's not like we're not going to be getting that, but when we're literally told in an interview, by the way, difficulty in game bad, because
Yeah, that's
difficulty
ridiculous.
because difficulty mean not go fast.
But did he not also direct Sonic Lost World, which has Lava Mountain, which is a really tough final stretch? The problem with Lava Mountain, when juxtaposed with Eggman Land, is it's less cinematic. So when you're running through it and stuff, It just looks like you're trundling along, and like that's just the Lost World look. It's not anywhere near as epic and thrilling as Unleashed. So that was the problem there. Sonic Unleashed got a really good balance of it feeling exhilarating to play, but also challenging the player. And I just want to see a final stage that exhibits that level of, design.
And there's nothing saying that we won't actually get that with this game. I think there might be maybe a small miscommunication there, where there's an idea that we're just like, oh, the game's not going to be hard because blah blah blah. No, I think all of us are probably on the same page. They don't know how to fucking communicate what this game is.
I'll also give credit where it's due. They are speaking a different language that could be just really badly translated. And I don't blame anyone for not knowing a different language or not knowing English and stuff. But maybe get your Sega of America reps to lead the charge with the Western promotion of this one.
Either that, or this is a thing that I know it's gonna sound weird, but there's a thing that happens when you dub over another language. Sometimes when you have the subtitles there, sometimes things that are said in one language, quite literally, they just do not translate to another. But nothing that was said in that interview seemed to be of that nature. I could be ignorant in that, but reading the subtitles for the interview, nothing there seemed like a lost in translation thing. It just all seemed nightmarishly contradictory.
Yeah, that was my biggest takeaway from that. Like, these are veterans of the industry. That's why I'm not kid gloves with this at all. It's time to nut up or shut up with these kids. I'm sorry, man. They've been doing this forever. This guy's had plenty of chances. He's had more than enough chances to prove his worth as a director in this franchise, and he's not sold me once. So
yeah, and again, I wouldn't say fire him, but maybe just put him in a job that better suits him on these projects. I'm sure.
Well, again, we'll see. At the end of the day, I've not really changed my opinion on Frontiers. I think, regardless of everything else, I think we do need to take into account that this game is clearly not ready to go. And again, regardless of how defensive you want to get about it, chat, Sega agrees with me. Otherwise, they wouldn't be acting like they are right now. Wayne, you've been super quiet.
I still hold by my belief that we don't know what this game is yet. And we're seeing glimpses, we're seeing bits and pieces, and we're seeing a lot of shit out of context that we don't know how it fits into a greater whole. And we're kind of acting like we're reviewing the game as if it were already in our hands.
I can agree with that, and I think Izuka agrees with you there as well, because one of the things Izuka was saying... Now, here's the thing. Izuka was saying, oh no, it will release in 2022. You guys just don't quite understand this yet. And I'm just like, well, whose fault is that? But
Yeah. No, a lot of that comes from the fact that they are marketing this incredibly poorly, and this entire thing has been a shit show.
What's weird is Origin's marketing is really nice.
It got nice later, because that had a pretty sloppy announcement too.
Yeah, that's the thing. They've only just recently officially announced the story mode, which I think is the main selling point.
Yeah, but that's my thing though, is that it's I have a hard time adding input to what I'm seeing so early on about a Sega product, because they don't market their products. They market ideas. They market concepts. They market a vague figment of something that could be one day, but we don't know if what we get is going to be anywhere close to how we're perceiving it, just based on the way that they're describing it. And so it's I think it's good to go ahead and address a lot of those things where it's I'm really tired of seeing all the classic levels getting rinsed and repeated over and over and over again. I'm tired of the idea of adaptive progression getting hindered because they're trying to reach a wider market that is too afraid of challenge. No, we're not reading anything wrong. That's just what's being thrown out there. Is that they have basically said that they see an issue with platformers having to get harder and harder. There's no other way to read that. My thing is like I'm not gonna have full and complete ideas of this until we're like maybe a month or two away from this game coming out, because I do not trust Sega to actually convey to me or to anybody else what Sonic Frontiers is.
Yeah, they don't know how to market like this new venture.
I would more agree with you if the track record didn't speak for itself.
I'm doing my best to put the track record kind of to one side, pull it up when it comes to things like reuse of levels and stuff, but I'm trying my best to just put that aside. But the thing is, like, you know what would make me so happy? You know, it would just be like a shower of just pure gold. Okay, not a good allegory, but like what would just, feel great would be if it came out and it was just like Green Hill and Sky Sanctuary were demo stages on that demo, because they wanted to hide the actual stages. So they didn't even make a new level. They just literally reused the Sonic Generations
Like they ported ported those into
to say like, okay,
Just
so
this is the idea behind what you're going to be
this
seeing.
is the general idea. This is a little demonstration of how it plays. As you can tell, it's a little different to Generations, but you can still play those levels. And then the actual game comes out. You know what I would accept more than seeing the fucking classic levels again? If every single cyberspace stage looked like literal cyberspace. So if they all had the same theme of looking a bit
So
like
we all
null
had
space.
we all had the computer room from Shadow the Hedgehog.
Yeah, if it all had a sort of a null space aesthetic to it, and every cyberspace
I kind of
stage
like
had that appearance.
that aesthetic.
You know what they could do? If they really want to tie the memories into it, you could be running through a null space-esque stage, but then suddenly you do see like a palm tree from Green Hill Zone here and there. You could see these scrambled memories amongst all the scenery, and that would be cool as hell.
Yeah, and again, guys, we're not reviewing the game, but yeah, I am going to rip apart what is presented because that's what they have. And again, we do have to keep in mind there's a reason they're not letting the general public see this stuff. So
Yeah,
yeah,
and
you guys could be right.
And I'm trepidatious. Now, on the other hand, I'm trepidatious about speaking my mind too far on how I'm seeing a lot of the issues with this game right now. Mostly because of, I do think that we don't have a clear idea of what this game is going to be yet. But that's me taking the extra step to get myself there. If other people want to criticize what's being seen, from what Sega's actually showing and what they refuse to show, then they have that right, and it is nobody's fault but Sega's. So it's like,
You gotta market your game, Like,
yeah.
and if you're not marketing it right, that's not our fault for picking apart what we're seeing. However, like, again, we must stress, we're not reviewing the game, and we don't think we're reviewing the game either.
Right now, I'm reviewing their shitty way
We're
of
we're
trying.
reviewing what we're seeing, Like,
Yeah,
It's like they're speaking Japanese. There's a translation, and then I got to translate the translation into something that makes sense.
yeah. We have to do the heavy lifting to make a conclusion based off the information they're giving us.
Yeah.
Man, what a mess.
Yeah, I would be more trusting. Like I still remember, Wayne, like your concerns for Breath of the Wild 2, and I agree with a great deal of them. I'm just less concerned about it because I just trust that studio to take care of that franchise. Because I thought that was a brilliant game, and I trust them to put out something that is gonna be a good time, even if it's not as good as the first
Dungeons.
Breath of the Wild.
Dungeons.
Yeah, I'm not going to
Dungeons.
argue with that at all. Like they need some proper dungeons in there.
Dungeons.
By
But
the way-
I mean, it's just the track record of these developers and the directors and everybody involved with that makes me go, okay, they're going to treat this well. And no matter how much we bicker back and forth from all of this, yeah, I am going to judge it because they are using things from 10 years ago. So why should I expect any kind of real change or understanding of what makes this IP so special?
The other thing is also, like, another point I just wanted to address, and it's been made by a few people in the chat. It's been made by Trey, my beloved dumb husband, is the whole thing of, to me, the cyberspace stages are the special stages. No, to you, they aren't shit. You don't get to decide that. Not now, anyways. They're not special stages. They've basically said it's a hub world. They are the stages that you get to get the keys to progress. It is still a level by level, you know, and like you don't get to decide now how much time you're going to be spending in them. You don't get to decide now.
Well, neither do we.
No, we
Nope.
don't. We don't. But like that's the thing is like for now
That is a somewhat double-edged argument.
No, but for now it's still like okay. I get what you're saying, Wayne.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I think we've pissed all over this as much as we can. I still want this to be very good. I really,
too.
really like a lot of these ideas. I really want this to be good. I'm not a big fan of the art direction, and I've not seen anything here that really justifies it yet. But I'm still going to be fine with it as long as it's fun. That's what matters to me.
Yeah, this
So
would
yeah,
still be
I
a
really
good...
hope this is. Yeah, I hope this is them like being like, no, for real, Sega, give us more time and money, please. I really hope that's the takeaway from this. If this is not just weird ass old builds out there for some reason, and it's like, no, this is where the game is at right now. Clearly, we need more time. So
Yeah, unless
I
they're
don't
just, and I feel like my optimism wants to latch onto the theory that they have been like masking everything in the game. The cyberspace levels they showed Sky Sanctuary because they don't want people seeing it, because they know that Sonic fans have a history of picking things very, very, very far apart and just ripping them. But at the same time, like my optimism wants to think that. And they're like, okay, all this smoke and mirrors is because they're worried about what we basically did in the beginning here, ripping it apart really early. The other part of me is like, hold on. But that means that they're not confident in what they themselves made. Oh no, that doesn't make it better.
I just don't understand, like, realistically, right? Like, as a human being who has a functioning brain, I don't understand how anybody who works at Sonic Team doesn't speak up. How nobody there, how anybody in that entire fucking studio goes, all right, Green Hill again. They'll love it. They're gonna love it.
That could be it,
And
though. is like-
nobody in the studio raises their hand and goes, that's the opposite of don't do that.
I get the feeling they probably are, and then like some Sega rep is just smacking them.
But who at Sega would ever go, yeah, they want to see Green Hill again. Clearly.
So there was a writer for Gravity Falls that released this little video on their page of some of the ridiculous things that like quality control would ask them to do.
Yeah,
in
I
the
saw, yeah.
screens. So I believe anything's possible when it comes to like Sega.
wait, hang on. Alex said something about this.
I don't remember what the name was. I just remember the video. But like,
Alex Hurst is the creator of Gravity
I
Falls.
don't know
I'm
if
currently rewatching that. That show's brilliant.
I don't know if it was Alex Hurst,
That
but
was
like
great,
it was
yeah.
a writer for Gravity Falls, and like some of the stuff they were getting back was, oh, this character calls this one a poop face. That's too close to shit face. The
But
kids
that's
might be offended.
different. That's different. That's just like,
No, but it is another example of corporate higher-ups being complete and fucking utter dumbasses.
yeah, but that doesn't, the thing is, okay, with that's trying to like make it as PG as possible so they don't get any shit. That's not actually, as long as nobody knows that those jokes weren't changed on the back end, no one's gonna be like, I hate this show now.
No, I
And they're
know,
making-
but like,
it's a
all I'm
little
saying
different
is
than being just
it's-
creatively bankrupt.
all I'm saying is it's another example of higher-ups with a lot of power and a lot of say being completely blind to, you know, actual creative process. Like, and like, you know, all you have to hear about is like the Sony email leaks with like Amy Pascal suggesting that the Sinister Six make fun of Andrew Garfield for his black suit, and then he cries and takes it off. Like, higher-ups in these industries are fucking dumb. They're dumb. They're all about the money, but they're dumb. So what's probably happening...
But they don't want the money.
No, but what's probably happening here is that, you know, Sonic Team are like, they surely don't want another Green Hill Zone, and then this Sega rep comes in and he's dumb. He's dumb. And he's like, they do want Green Hill. They love Green Hill. They love Generations. Takeshi Iizuka recently, when he was talking about the Sonic Adventure thing, he said, in 2017, we catered to both modern and classic fans, and everyone was happy. I'm like, bro, that's dumb. What you're saying there is dumb. We weren't
What if
happy.
they make Sonic Adventure 3 and they put Green Hill in it?
I'll kill myself. I mean, as long as
I mean,
it's...
that was literally in Sonic Adventure.
As long as it's a bonus, But otherwise, I'll fucking end it all. I
And
don't
it's the
care.
same. It's the same layout. It's the same layout too.
I'll-
It's the exact same stages.
I'll
ported.
fucking, I will
It's
end
the exact
it all.
same layout, but with Generations assets. Uh,
I will end it all. I don't care.
oh man. So yeah, I don't know, man. I'm not going to pretend like we're flies on the wall here, but again, enough's enough. Whoever is in charge or making the decisions, no. Like, I'm sorry,
This
Azuka's
is-
been around for a long time.
This is
He
the
has
same.
some say.
This is the same way that I felt. I'm not sure who all here has played the Resident Evil remakes, but when I picked up the Resident Evil 3 remake and I was so excited running around Jill's apartment for the first time, like going, oh my god, look at all this stuff that I could actually learn about this character who normally a lot of Resident Evil characters end up being very flat. And then I play Resident Evil 7 afterwards and I see every book, every fucking jar of mayonnaise in Jill's apartment is identically in the Baker estate of Resident Evil 7. And I go,
why does Jill have multiple jars of mayonnaise?
you open the fridge and there's just beer, mayonnaise, and jam.
Really?
Yes.
It's a fully balanced diet.
Um, so,
Christ.
so
She's got a Rouge figure in that jar.
it's
That's not mayonnaise.
so it's one of those things where like I felt like I was exploring this character. I was looking at the books she had been reading that were on her shelf. I was like, oh my god, this is so amazing. Look at all these little intricate details. And then when I played 7, I realized, no, none of that. Not a single one of those items was tailor-made for this game. They are all assets from the Baker estate. None of this is character growth shit. None of this is information about the character. This is all just recycled shit. That's how I feel when I hear asset reuse again in my other one of my other favorite franchises. I'm like, nope, this is Jill's apartment again. I'm so tired.
Yeah.
And that's the thing, is that it's like asset reuse is an understandable practice in the industry, and at times it's rather necessary. I feel like but there's a difference in the way that it's utilized, and what assets are being reused for what. So, like that, for example, just kind of like something there that kind of fleshes out the environment and just kind of just adds a little more to the room. To me, that's different than the room itself that you're playing in, and the context within it. I feel like it would be easier to accept a lot of the reuse of all of these these older levels and everything if there was something more meaningful done with them.
Yeah,
But they
like,
yeah
The thing is, like, they could have a stage that has elements of Green Hill in it. They could, like, do like a coastal stage which happens to have similar cliffs and the palm trees are maybe the same, but like it's a bit more beachy or something like that. And like I'm fine with them repurposing some assets. That's fine, but when you're using the same damn levels again, I tell you what would make me happy to see Green Hill again would be if Dr. Robotnik just launched a full-scale missile attack on the fucking thing and sent it into the ocean. If we had a Sonic game, if we had Sonic Adventure 3,
Wow.
and it begins with some classic stages, but the new monster of the week comes and just destroys them, and that's it, they're never coming back again, I would be thrilled.
That just bums me out, man, because to me, those old levels and aesthetic is quintessential Sonic. It helped make a brand identity alongside the Hedgehog himself, and now the fan base is utterly sick of it. That's the most offensive thing to me from Sega more than anything else.
It shows where we're
Because
at
there's
now,
this-
but I just think if we got some promise that Sonic would always make new levels now, that would make me happier than anything else.
Yeah, but I mean, like you presented earlier on, I don't know if anybody else has anything to say about it, because I think we've all made our points. We all have our concerns, and I want to make it just as clear as possible. I want to be wrong about everything. I want them to come out with this game and just say, no, you were wrong to be worried at all, and I want to be good. Prove me wrong. Make me look like a dum-dum. Give me the best 3D Sonic game ever, please. You have everything you need to make it. But, yeah. I don't know. Does anyone else have any thoughts on that, or should we move on to the
I was going to
chunky
say,
fun idea?
I think we could move on to our productive fun of top levels we want brought back in the Sonic game. What do you
fucking
guys think?
hate This franchise.
If you're
goddamn.
gonna force us to do this thing where we have to retread these levels, and I don't know why we have to, but if we have to, I'm fine talking about what levels we would like to go back to if we're forced to. If they're going to literally just sit here and go, no, we're gonna twist your arm. You have to play Green Hill again. Okay, let's at least have not that.
Yeah, because like in our private chat, like when those blurry videos were coming out there, and we weren't 100% sure that these were just the generation levels. Like we were talking, and I was like, yeah, wouldn't it be cool? Like, here's how you make that idea cool: is like if you snuck Generations 2 into this game, where they had the same level of quality and care that initial launch of Generations had, because all those levels were a thrill, and part of the fun was seeing all these old levels with an HD coat of paint and some brand new assets.
Yeah, that was so cool back
That
then.
was for like the
Yeah.
first time it happened.
I miss when new games came.
Remember when asset
was my
reuse was
favorite.
new?
We can never have new levels in the future that like play on nostalgia from the past because nothing new is being made.
Yeah.
No, that's the thing. Like when you make a Sonic Generations 2 and it's supposed to be like the eras after Sonic Generations 1, what are you going to put in there?
You're
Just
gonna put
re-
Green Hill from Generations.
Yeah, it's like this is Green Hill, which made its debut in 2011
No,
Sonic
it's-
Generations.
It's gonna be fucking Sandhill. It's gonna be fucking Sandhill.
No, that's it's Green Hill, then it's Sand Hill, and then and then it's Arsenal Pyramid.
Now, doing the opposite would be cool if they did like a. Obviously, I want a brand new Mania, but like imagine if they did a Mania where they did 2D stages that were based on the 3D stages.
See, that would be at least
I've heard it
interesting.
before. That'd be,
That would-
I mean, yeah, it'd be
That'd
fun.
be new,
actually.
you know, like.
Wow, I
Right.
should work for Sega.
So in terms of our listings,
Sega, hire this man's.
in terms of reading off our lists, shall we go backwards and start with Gilly?
I mean, should we at least tell them what the pitch is
Yeah,
here?
we
Like,
should
what
the
exactly
premise.
we're
Well,
doing?
okay, so
Yeah.
how many of us here have actually done the Generations format? Have you guys just made a few lists, or have you made?
Yes, I followed your format.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
I
have
got
the
the
Generations format here as well.
oh, you guys, you really came
I
through
did.
for me.
I did what I did in college, and I just kind of like copy and pasted the format, and then just kind of like added in words where they made sense.
Oh, you guys, that means a lot to me because I thought some of you guys would just make lists. All right then. So yeah, the format of this then is continue to kind of treat it as like an open world, like Frontiers and stuff, whatever. But like, it's in kind of the format of Sonic Generations, where it's like you've got an era and you've got 3 stages per era and 2 bosses, one sort of mini boss, one major boss. And then, you know, you move on to the next era, but we've got 4 eras now in order to kind of, you know, because there's been some games in the meantime, effectively. So, you know, you got the classic era, the Dreamcast era, the modern era, and the, I don't know what to call it, let's call it meta era, fuck it.
I'm not doing that. I'm making it very clear how I feel about that stupid ass word.
Well, let's just call it the fucking modern era 2, okay?
It's the Big Chungus era, whatever.
It's the basic
The
era.
the unsure era.
The cum era. All right.
Yeah.
So, all right. So, are we happy to go? Can
Sure.
I think
Billy
we
start
could-
us off?
I need to stress. I only have 3.
Okay, so do you want to, if you don't have, do you want to do? Because I thought you were gonna go by generation and we each tell, or should we each just give our list?
I
I
think
was
we
thinking
should
maybe-
go by generation.
You
But
sure?
Nick just
'Cause
said he doesn't.
I feel like that's a good way of muddling it, though. Like, people aren't really going to... We need to plan these things out beforehand. Nick, what were you saying? You had something to say. What are you saying?
I don't have 4 eras. I've got 3 eras because I can't begin to give a fuck about the last couple games because most of them are just reused assets anyway.
I'm thinking maybe we just do the whole list, and then we can kind of comment on each other's
Yeah.
bigger picture idea, I guess. So,
All right.
Gilly, start us off, bitch.
Okay. Hold on. Okay. So,
Okay.
and some of these are going to be. Okay, let me preface this by saying this is not my definitive list of what I want to see. This is like, this is good, and then as the list goes on, it's like me making the best of a bad situation. So
I think that's probably true of all of the lists. I'm going to be real.
okay, so Gen 1, we got Marble Zone, which I think would be cool to see in 3D.
Go on.
We're trying to listen without killing now.
Oil Ocean.
Interesting. Go on.
Or well, I wrote down Oil Ocean or Hilltop. So,
Man,
need to
I
be-
just need that
you
bleed
are-
ear of a fucking song again.
Gilly, what's going wrong
What?
here, man? What's going wrong? Sega are indecisive, and so are you. Pick one.
Mushroom Hill.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, and then I wasn't gonna put this because this technically is, I don't know what this fits into, but because you put it down, I was like, I thought it was okay to put it down. So, Hard-Boiled Heavies for the mini boss,
Okay.
and then Giant Eggman Rowboat.
Oh,
With
it's
the
like
giant
the
Eggman Robo.
fingers. Boy. The finger
Yeah,
man.
the Finger Man.
I love him.
Yeah.
He's the best.
Okay, Gen 2, Windy Valley, and then Metal Harbor or Radical Highway, Casino Park, and then Mini Boss, Egg Golem. Or wait, oh fuck, wait, hold on. Okay, wait, no. Okay, yeah. Yeah, Mini Boss, Egg Golem, and then for the main boss, Black Doom.
Son of a
Oh
All right.
It's
man.
not canon.
Third gen, Flame Core, Windmill Isle, Sweet Mountain,
All solid choices.
mini boss, Cerberus, and then
Got the
and then-
Serber Derber.
and then for the main boss, I wrote down I don't care. Okay, and now that we're into like the more current Sonic gen, Cliff's excavation site.
That's a good idea.
It's not a good idea. It's a terrible idea
How is that a terrible idea?
because it's ridiculous. Park
We're talking
Avenue,
about the same franchise here, right?
Cliff's excavation. I can't say it. Cliff's excavation site.
Cliff sex excavation site.
So I kind of would say you'd have to have like a means of getting Boom in there, like maybe he goes to another dimension or something by accident.
And then he changes too.
Yeah, or he has like a
He gets
wacky
forced to.
memory that he doesn't remember. Because when you think about it, Sonic 06 is an alternate timeline now anyway, so theoretically.
It was, and then they decided to retcon that idea.
Well, not really,
Generation.
because like theoretically, they don't explain anything in Generations. Let's just go ahead and continue.
Yeah, they don't actually give a fuck about the ongoing lore in that game.
Capital
mean-
City.
The laws of its fucking time travel don't make any fucking sense anyway,
Nope.
so it's whatever.
And then for the two bosses, I put Infinite and Metal Sonic because I don't care. I already checked out.
Okay. That Marble Zone is the opening for the game. You'd need like it to be more thrilling version of Marble Zone, I guess.
Oh well, obvious. No, I'm not saying. Please, I mean, please.
no,
give
bitch.
us
I'm
a
just
redesigned
saying,
stage.
Jesus.
I mean, he's got a good point, though. I imagine, like, one of the most thrilling things when I was a kid was like, oh, I'm getting chased by lava. And then you play a couple times, like, oh, this is kind of boring. That would be
Yeah,
really
I think the aesthetic.
kick-ass
The
in a
aesthetic
Sonic
is
game.
cool too.
Yeah.
Like boosting away from the lava would be kind of cool.
Yeah.
So,
All
yeah.
right. Wallace.
All right, boys. So, this one is not so much. This is not. This is what they would totally do if they did another one of these kinds of games. And it's also not always, like, what I think would be best. This is, fuck you, I want this kind of thing.
That's so
that's
we're
what it
here
should
for.
be.
That's so
Yeah,
we're here
man.
for, man.
Yeah. I don't have everything in, like, chronological order in terms of, like, each era. I didn't give these great era names. First one is Genesis and CD, opening level, Angel Island Zone.
Attaboy.
Think especially, and also in my mind, this is only 3D levels. There's no classic bullshit in here.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah, make us Mania 2 if you want that, which I do also.
Nothing
want
but
that,
3D because it's kind of supposed to be like almost like a
Yeah.
Frontiers kind of thing.
It's a-
Level
but
suggestions.
a lot of my ideas and these level suggestions were just kind of like, holy shit, wouldn't it be awesome to see this reimagined in a 3D format and like you interact with it in a whole different way than you did before.
Yeah, dude.
So you start on Angel Island, second stage Mystic Cave Zone,
Interesting.
and then Stardust Speedway.
Ooh.
Mini boss Eggmobile, complete with basically as many attachments as you want. Just have him cycle through a bunch of the bosses from the ends
That
of
would
Zone
be genius.
in
That'd
the
be awesome.
Eggmobile.
Yeah.
Like it's just this like crazy building battle as it just like keeps ramping up until finally the final boss is the I can't remember what it's called at the end of Sonic 3. Big Arm.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And fight the Big Arm. Next generation that I have is early 3D era. I was thinking Dreamcast and then like up through Sonic Heroes. That said, there's no Sonic Heroes on this list because I couldn't. It's been a long time since I've played that game, and I also don't give a shit about it. That and the only level I care about was already done in the first generation's game.
That's fine
Yeah,
as
they
well.
have
You
the
can
giant
like
turtle.
you can swap out like games from certain eras. I've done that.
So it starts with Emerald Coast, goes to Metal Harbor, and then it goes back to Lost World because temples. And
Metal
then
Harbor's a popular one, it seems. That's a common.
I didn't
thread.
say Lost World because I knew you were going to
That's because
mention
it's
it.
the best stage in SA2, pup.
I've got something to add to that, but like we'll go ahead. We'll go ahead.
Yeah. Mini boss would be Egg Golem. And then major boss, I had a hard time with for this one because I was like, well, because the one that I would already go with was already kind of done by Sonic Generations. And then I said, fuck it. Perfect Chaos. I don't care. Fuck you.
I mean,
Do Perfect Chaos again.
I mean, technically,
Perfect chaos. Fuck you, zone.
technically, Big Arm and Mushroom Hill have already been done in the DS generations anyway.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
like, we're not
But-
shying away from that.
Yeah, they need they should be prettier, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
They deserve it.
But it's gonna be awesome because this Perfect Chaos Zone is kind of like the one from Generations 1, where it's like it's taking it up a notch, but we're going the Golden Bolt route on way on this one. And the way that it's gonna work is that you're just like tag teaming with a bunch of the other amigos that all had their own campaign, and you're basically trying to catch up with them as they're also like speeding through this level, and you catch up one by one, catching the Chaos Emeralds until you become Supersonic and finish him off at the end of it. It's sick.
Yeah.
We have Gen 3, which I just wrote down that weird era. So this one, sorry, it would start with Westopolis. I think it would actually be kind of neat if you have like a straightforward like just kind of speedy level made out of Westopolis where there's just like gun and aliens just like fighting each other, and you got like just Shadow like leveling buildings in the background or some shit. I don't know, go nuts. And then it goes over to Radical Train. I think would be a really fun level to
I like that.
reimagine.
Good
Yeah,
idea.
pump some blood back into that level, because that one was already one of the more memorable ones I thought from Sonic 06. And then it goes forward to Dragon Road because it's awesome.
that is a good stage.
Mini boss is a mix of Mephiles with Iblis.
So Solaris.
I like that. Yeah.
So not Solaris. I'm thinking it's like lower grade Iblis as you're just kind of fighting this demonic form, but you're mostly focused on Mephiles.
Okay,
Like give him a
cool.
little time in the spotlight. He's the most memorable part of that game.
Absolutely.
And then the major boss of that would be Perfect Dark Gaia.
Oh hell yeah.
And then Gen 4, I guess what is now modern. Starlight Carnival from Sonic Colors.
Mm-hmm.
Windy Hill.
Windy
from
Hill.
We already established it's Windy Pup. I swear to God!
I'll fucking kill you, sirs!
Fucking
Alright.
hydrosity!
All right, Nick,
And
make
then-
a video.
And then the final level of the modern era would be fuck you, it's Lost Valley. Here we go, Green Hill Zone. Bring it, everybody. You guys
I was
know
so
the
on
game.
board with all of this until you bitch. Although there are cool things you can actually do with Forces' Green Hill.
Yeah. But yeah. So then the mini boss would be Infinite, and then the major boss would be the Queen Wisp from Colors DS.
Ah, the fat one.
Yeah.
Good one.
She's
I
also
like
called
that.
the Mother Wisp, okay? Don't get your queens confused with your mommy milkers.
I mean, it's been a very long time since I played the DS version. I don't know what to tell you.
It's been a good list, I must say.
Yeah, I really like both your lists so far. Is yours all wrapped up then, Wayne?
That is my list.
That means Cirrus, you're up.
Sure.
So I'm going to begin this one with Green Hill. I'm kidding. We're not starting with Green Hill.
It's all Green Hill.
Don't worry, Sega, you're doing fine. You're doing a good job.
Sonic Adventure
No.
2, Green Hill.
So honestly, one of my favorite zones in terms of aesthetics from Sonic 1 was Starlight Zone. That's what I would start with.
Okay.
I would want to start with Starlight.
It's cool to start at nighttime as well, I think. You don't usually have that.
The
Green
for-
Hill at night.
No. So I kind of want for the next level, I would want Mystic Cave. I think I'm on board Mystic Cave. 110% Mystic Cave. I think so like Sonic and the Black Knight, the Dragon Cave level for that made me really like that aesthetic. So I want to see that in 3D but with the look of Mystic Cave. And there's a thing that Gilly said about Marble Zone that I want to piggyback off on. My third level, I want to be Lava Reef.
Good choice.
I want the feeling of the lava chasing you, but I don't want it in fucking Marble. I want it in Lava Reef.
Interesting. I also wrote Lava Reef in mind before switching it to Angel Island.
I had that in mind too.
Yeah, Lava Reef is awesome.
We're all just on board with Lava Reef.
Well, it's just a great
So-
level. Are you kidding me? Like, you can put Hidden Palace stuff in the background. You don't actually need to incorporate that. You do so much with that area, man.
Yeah, so good.
So the mini boss I want, this is probably the Super Mario Brothers 3 fan in me, but I want Mecha Sonic.
Not a boy.
I want Mecha Sonic in there, and I specifically, you'll notice a theme with this. I want him to have his super form during the fight,
Yup.
and that's a theme that's going to continue through my fucking list.
Good.
The
like
major
this.
boss, the major boss though, the actual like major boss of this area, I want the final boss of Sonic 1, the Crusher boss. I want that reimagined as an actual level where Eggman is constantly trying to use his manufacturing machinery
That could
to
work really
fuck-
well.
to fuck you up.
That would be cool.
I want that. Now moving into the adventure-ish area, I want my first level. I want Twinkle Park.
Hell fucking
How did
yes.
I not
all right.
remember Twinkle Park? I would love to see a proper carnival brought back.
Like Twinkle Park is one of those levels in Sonic Adventure 1 that I love revisiting because
Same.
there's a lot of different ways you can go about it. Like I
Mhm.
know Speed Highway, you can hop on all the skyscrapers, that's neat and all, but I like the fact that in Twinkle Park I can get really fucking high, look around the level, and just spin dash jump into anywhere in that level, depending on how high you are. And just you can skip shit tons of it, or you can just run through it linearly. There's all kinds of stuff in that level I love.
That's a
my-
fantastic choice.
My next one, I know not everybody likes gravity mechanics in levels, but
God
I'm gonna
damn you.
I'm gonna go with Crazy Gadget.
God damn it.
That's a
I'm
good
gonna go with
choice.
Crazy Gadget.
It's a good level. It is.
I look, I wanted to say Final Rush, but Final Rush is only fun to me with the rail grinding mechanics of Adventure 2.
With
I
modern
hate-
rail grind mechanics, there'd be no level there.
I hate the rail grinding mechanics in modern Sonic games. So, and I know that it would use that engine. So, as much as I want that level, I'm gonna go with Crazy Gadget instead because I think that level translates better to what we have in modern Sonic. That said, my final level for this era, I want Final Fortress from Sonic Heroes.
Is that the really epic one?
That's the really epic one that starts out in the thunderstorm.
Uh-huh.
That'd be
want-
cool.
I want that level. I wanted to do Egg Fleet in this spot. It's almost a toss-up for me between Final Fortress and Egg Fleet, but Final Fortress feels like you're getting amped up to go on a mission. this feels like you're getting amped up to finish a mission, and if it's going to be the end, like the capstone of the halfway point of the game, that's the kind of vibe that I want.
That makes sense.
The mini boss I want for this, though, I'm not gonna lie, if we're gonna have to do the whole like Sonic is in the past, I kind of want a boss from the past that Sonic has had to contend with that he hasn't had to deal with much lately. I want Knuckles.
Ooh.
He was
I
my
want-
mini boss for yeah.
Don't spoil
I
it,
want-
Nick.
Yeah, I want a Knuckles mini boss. I want a proper, like, the last time we've been able to properly fight Knuckles outside of Black Knight in the story is Adventure 1. Outside of, like, if as Sonic specifically, not like a rival battle with Rouge or anything like that. So I want a proper, like, the way they did the rival battles in Sonic Adventure, or not Sonic, in Sonic Generations. I want that type of battle, but here, the major boss though, I want something a little goofy. I know we already got, and this is kind of what Wayne's idea was a little bit, but I'm going to expand on it because I already wrote it down. Fuck you. So I want a Chaos boss fight, but I want the boss fight to begin as a one-on-one with Chaos Zero, and throughout the fight, he starts incorporating more Chaos Emeralds, going through his forms as the phases of a boss fight would normally go,
Good
That'd be awesome.
choice.
ending on a perfect Chaos boss fight.
That's a good
That'd be
choice. I like that.
That'd be really cool.
I do too, yeah.
Like I was kind of inspired by that because in the Sonic Forces like mods, there's a Chaos Zero fight mod that looks really cool. I want that, fucking please.
Give us
So-
what we're owed, Sega.
Yes, give us our pound of flesh. The next one is, I know that there's probably going to be some people who disagree with this particular pick, and that's okay because you're wrong. Evil Foundry from Sonic and the Secret Rings.
Okay, a little love for the storybook games.
I played the absolute fuck out of Secret Rings as a kid. And if there is one level that's track has been stuck in my head ever since I played it, it's Evil Foundry. I have never been able to get that theme out of my head. So I want a modern reimagining of that. Not to mention, like, being able to play that level and actually look around as opposed to being on the rails that Secret Rings forced you on. That's what I want. The next one, though, this is technically cheating. I wanted 2 levels from Adventure 1, so I'm going to pick Wave Ocean so I can get Emerald Coast. It's technically cheating, but come on. Wave Ocean literally just had HD Emerald Coast assets in
It
it.
did.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
God's sake, stop milking stages, God.
Right? The final level, the capstone for this era, though, I want Eggman Land. I want Eggman Land functioning the way it did in the Wii and PS2 versions, where we had, you know, one big, really difficult Sonic level. I want that. I want that as my capstone for here. Maybe I've got a little too much machinery and lava in the capstone levels for all of these, looking at Reef Fortress and Eggman Land. Jesus Christ.
I mean, to be fair, though, like, a capstone level should be climactic.
Yeah, so I've been picking this shit. The mini boss, though, for here, I'm gonna keep on the theme of giving us bosses that really need to have like different types of reimaginings. I want the mini boss to be Jet the Hawk.
Okay.
I
Riders love in there.
we're not gonna really get, at least with my list, I'm not putting Riders Love in the levels, but Jet the Hawk is another rival to Sonic. He's got more than Shadow and Silver, and I mean, at one point, Knuckles. I want to see Jet representation. I do for this. But for the major boss, I agree 110% with Wayne. I want Perfect Dark Gaia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His boss fight was already structured so well as like a level and a boss together. I just want it again, please. For level for the last 3 though, I want some colors representation. Bland as the game may be in some aspects, especially when you're playing the 2D parts again and again and again. I really like Aquatic Park in that level. I liked the way that it played on Sonic can't swim, so instead he has to like ball up and try to jump repeatedly. Like that mechanic I enjoyed. I would like to see that more in 3D, not 2D. Lost World kind of did that a little bit with the drill, but I want to see Aquatic Park again. I don't want to see most of the other levels in colors again as much. Aquatic Park feels like it'd be the most fun to do, especially with the drifting mechanic, being able to actually ride on water for the majority of the level.
Yeah,
I know
liked Aquatic Park. That's my favorite from Colors.
The next one I want, though, is actually one from Mania.
Interesting, because that's technically earlier in the timeline, isn't it?
I want a 3D version of Press Garden.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah.
I originally wanted to say Studiopolis, but that would just translate to Colorful City in 3D. Press Garden, on the other hand, Newspaper Temple. That's a little bit different. And the last one, God, I hate that I have to do this one, but it's mostly it's your fault. It's the fault of everyone on this show. It's all of your fault that I'm picking this. Sunset Heights.
It's a good stage, though. Sunset Heights.
It's not that I even feel like it's a good stage. I'm just really fucking sold on that aesthetic now because of our show. It's literally y'all's fault. I would have written something different here in a different fucking timeline. But for the mini boss, Infinite, I want that theme again in a Sonic game. That's like my favorite theme in all of Sonic. I don't even want him there for the fight. I recognize he could be a really creative fight with it, the way he warps reality. I don't fucking care. I just want the music. The boss fight can suck. I just want the music.
Fair.
Though for the final boss, I'm actually going to leave this one blank. Because for a game like this, I don't want a classic final boss for the end.
Well, the thing I was thinking was that, like, we don't have a final boss in here because it did have a mini and major boss for each era still.
Right. Whatever hypothetical game this ends up being, whether this is the levels that seem to be crammed into Sonic Frontiers or in actual Generations 2, that final boss, I want to be its own memorable thing. I'm leaving that blank for that purpose.
Okay, what I was saying is it's not the final boss, though.
Cool.
Yeah, kind of like how
then Infinite will take both mini boss and major boss,
Oh, cool.
so that he doesn't get farked over like he did in Forces.
Cool choice.
he got what he deserved.
Hey, Wayne, he's not weak.
It's a weak ass character, I'll tell you that.
Technically, that DLC is not even canon to its own game.
I would love to see Ian write him.
Hell
He was
yeah.
most interesting in the prequel comic.
All right, little Nick.
Yeah, so it's not structured exactly correctly near the end there, and I'm just gonna say I don't give a shit. But for classic era, Toxic Caves.
Okay,
I
really
wanna see
unconventional.
I want to see Spinball in here. I want to see it done in a different fashion, and I want to canonize the Freedom Fighters. So eat it. I don't give a shit. For second, I would probably put. I mean, I was on Mystic Cave, but I'm really only there for the music more than anything else. I want a proper Casino Night. That's my favorite level in Sonic 2, and I want to see it a little bit more realized in a 3D space.
Nick, can I give you a confession?
Hmm.
Casino Night was my write-in before Mystic Cave.
That's fair enough. I mean, we're gonna have some
We all thought about
some
it.
crossover. Yeah, we're gonna have some crossover with these lists. That's no big deal there. And of course, I have to get some Sonic 3 in there. And I gotta admit, guys, it's been a little challenging. But if I have to make a choice, I want 2 acts for this one. Act 1, Hydro City. Act 2, Hydrocity.
You son of a gun! You crazy man! That would
Are
be
you
really funny.
literally going to do a 2 worlds Hydrocity?
No, but that would be really funny because remember when like Sonic Lost World had like desert ruins and then it had desert ruins for one stage and they crossed out the thing. Imagine if they just took the space out of the second act.
That'd be amazing. That'd be incredible. I mean, it's not unconventional. I mean, they do stupid different names for the 3D stages anyway. No big deal.
Like Windy Hill.
It could be
Windy
if it
Hill.
could be a different section of the underground sections of Angel Island. I did have somebody pitch the idea that since apparently we're getting 7 islands, if I hope that's true for this, how wild it would be if they pulled a Kanto and the final island was Angel Island in Sonic Frontiers.
Oh my god! You want to gold and silver Sonic Frontiers?
I would freak out. I would freak out so hard. All right, but here let's get to the bosses. Mini boss, I agreed with Cirrus, with Knuckles. It has to be in Hidden Palace. It has to be. Like, that is where that fight happens. That is the most important fight between those two characters. That is where I want it. For the big boss, I want Mecha Sonic, but I want to start with Mecha Sonic. And then I want Super Mecha Sonic. And then I want Mecha Sonic Kai. I want them to retcon that big, bad, red nasty into being a final form for Mecha Sonic. I think that would be awesome. So that's the classic era, for like the Dreamcasty-ish era, and you're gonna see some crossover. And I apologize, guys, because I am moving some of the other games into later sections here. I'll just throw all these out here right now. Red Mountain, Pumpkin Hill, and Hang Castle. Give me spooky levels. Give me all the spooky levels.
So it's just the
I want
Halloween
all of
era.
them. I just want the Halloween era, or just one of those, right? And then replace one of them with Dinosaur Valley, because I love dinosaurs and they're the best. So give me dinosaurs. Failing that though, make one of the bosses a T-Rex from that. I don't give a shit. Whatever.
That's cool.
Or a Super Shadow fight. That'd be pretty cool. But what I want for my big bad, and you can shove it in later in the game, or you can use it now. I think you'd have to have BioLizard. I'm not gonna pretend to give a shit though. What I want is to wrap up Sonic 4. Make that fight Death Egg Mark II. Just
Sick.
another Death Egg Mark II.
I do like that. That's a good fight.
And fully close out what happened there. And that's, we'll just say that's my Dreamcast era or whatever. The modern-ish era, I would put probably Dinosaur Valley, or like the haunted ship from Sonic Rush Adventure. Some fun ideas from there, like pull in some of the handheld games. That'd be pretty cool. I'm not super worried about it. Just because a lot of the stuff has been revisited to the point that I'm not going to pretend to give a fuck. But
We'll just give you dinosaur level from Secret Rings and you'll be okay.
just give me dinosaur levels. That's all I give a shit about. But regardless, like the last bit, I want all 4 levels of Sonic Mania that were original to that game in 3D. That is what I want. And what I want for the boss, I want to start off with the King Heavy, or the Heavy King, and then I want him for the big boss to get into the Titan Monarch and let me fucking fight it. That's what I want.
It's about time.
About goddamn time. That's my list.
Sick list. Okay. Round of applause. Okay, so my opening zone is Spring Yard from Sonic 1. The second one being Underground Zone from Sonic 2, the 8-bit one, little Game Gear love.
That's a challenging fucking level.
Yeah, we'd obviously make it a bit less challenging, because fuck that game. I hate that game, but I like its concepts. I think it's got really good concepts. On paper,
Yeah,
I
agree.
On paper, it sounds better than the actual Sonic 2, but, like, no, it's not. But, like, okay, for my third pick for the Mega Drive era is Hydro City from Sonic 3. I really wanted to make a point of it being one from Sonic 3 and not one from Sonic and Knuckles, because, I think, that game gets enough. Mini-boss, Fang the Weasel from Sonic Triple Trouble, and major
Nice.
boss, Super Mecha Sonic from Sonic 3 and Knuckles. Moving into the Dreamcast era, we've got Twinkle Park from Sonic Adventure 1, Pyramid Cave from Sonic Adventure 2, complete with the ghosties, and Egg Fleet from Sonic Heroes. The mini-boss being King Boom Boom from Sonic Adventure 2, and the major boss being Metal Overlord from Sonic Heroes. Moving into the sort of modern era, in Zone 7, we've got Haunted Ship from Sonic Rush Adventure, Eggman Land from Sonic Unleashed, and
Hey!
and Dolphin Resort from Sonic Free Riders. I wanted to avoid Sonic Colors because it's been done, and I think the best of Sonic 06 was done in Generations already. For the mini boss, Captain Whisker and Johnny from Sonic Rush Adventure, and the major boss, Mephiles the Dark from Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yeah.
Moving
Memphis, Tennessee.
moving into the very,
Johnny has to
very
be voiced by some call me Johnny.
yes. Moving into the very, very modern era, we've got Frozen Factory from Sonic Lost World, Slowpoke Isle from Rise of Lyric, Eggman Empire Fortress from Sonic Forces. The mini boss is Infinite, but the major boss is actually someone from Sonic's future, who he's meeting ahead of time, who's behind all this, Dr. Starline.
Ooh.
You know, Ian would sneak in those characters if he could.
I hope he will
I
one
would.
day.
I'd be all about that.
So that's my list.
Good list, boys. I'm really
Oh, yeah.
impressed. I was like, there's every single one of you. I'm like, who?
We're all just like this one.
Yes, please.
Sega, we've just given you a venerable banquet of stages you're just ignoring in favor of Green Hill and fucking Sky Sanctuary and Chemical Plant. Get to it.
You know what I'd actually be okay with in terms of bringing Green Hill back, and I know this would be controversial, but if we were actually doing Sonic's Memories, I would have hoped that they secretly snuck in Christian Whitehead into the Sega Japan studios, and they just had like a Mania style Green Hill level, but with like the modern Sonic sprite or something. Like actually genuinely have him go through the eras, but in the original fashion of that 2D side-scrolling section, and then that's like literally the only 2D level in the game. Like that's the kind of Green Hill I want at this point, right? Like that little bit of sprinkling like they did in Mario Odyssey. That's the most I need at this point. We don't need the
Have you seen the concept art of Green Hill from Sonic Forces?
If I did, it was a long time ago.
Okay, I'm going to put it in the back rooms, but I'm also going to add it to the stream so everyone can see it. I would happily play through this, because it looks different enough to justify.
Crying out loud, Gilly, why don't you post it? Oh, God.
What?
Interesting.
That's
looks
why does Yo
that
Sega
looks actually
sucks.
good.
That looks like there's a theme there, like a certain, like there's a general, like a spider or something that's taken over that area.
This makes me fucking crazy.
It looks like an actual
It
wartime.
makes me fucking crazy.
I'm going to
It makes
turn
me
into the Joker.
angry.
But like, look at like even the barred windows and everything. Those are spider eyes. Like, yeah, you're fighting a spider in that
Yeah.
area. That was, I guess, that's what that giant mech was, right? I thought it was just a giant crab, but I
thought
guess
it was a
it's
crab
spider.
as well. I mean, it moves like a crab.
Why do they
Spider
do
confirmed.
this?
You know, honestly, and someone just mentioned Mecha Green Hill. That would have been brilliant for Frontiers as well. Like, that's how you incorporate some of the Genesis stuff, or not Genesis, but the Game Gear stuff in there. Is you make a 3D version of Mecha Hill. God, look at that.
It looks like Green Hill mixed with Forsaken Fortress from Wind Waker.
Yeah.
It looks.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not gonna pretend there isn't some like cartoony element to it that makes me kind of feel like this is Lost World, but it's something different, which I appreciate at
I
least.
really
I
feel
can
that.
I can imagine Zavik stomping around here. It's fine.
No,
I really feel that Sonic Forces should have done permanent damage to those old levels to really give it that sense of impact, you know? If you want to give a sense of scope and a sense of damage to a Sonic game, showing everyone's favorite level from the first game get completely, permanently fucked up.
We
would
should have.
set such a precedent.
This should have been the set piece. It shouldn't be, oh well, looks like Sandhill. It should be Sonic being a joking idiot. And then, like, as the level progresses, he sounds more and more concerned with what's going on. It's like, hey, what? Oh.
Can you
uh-oh.
imagine if they did like an Angel Island where you're running through Sand Hill and it all seems pretty normal, it's just a lot of sand. Death Egg Robot comes in like in Angel Island, but it's not, you know, obviously not Death Egg Robot, but like it comes in and just destroys the place. Completely sets everything on fire. That would be
You mean
awesome.
like in Sonic 3?
I just said that. I said like in Angel
Yeah.
Island. I don't know why you feel the need to. Serious, what's
I
your
don't know what.
problem?
I don't know.
Yeah.
My brain just blanked on that part.
Just get it under control, man. But like,
No, I can't. I
have a
refuse.
have a word with yourself. But like, yeah, shut up.
Jesus Christ, you just made me realize that Sonic 3's opening level did a better job than Sonic Front Forces. God damn.
Yeah.
God damn.
yes, yes.
They did everything they did in Forces before.
Can we also bear in
And
mind
somehow they
that
made it worse.
Can we also bear in mind that, like, in terms of the darker story, Sonic Lost World is actually darker than Sonic Forces in terms of its overall content.
Yeah, but it doesn't have the character progression or the emotional depth to really pull it off.
No, it doesn't. But I'm just saying, like, surely you'd think the wartime one would be darker than the funny space world. But you know, that's
Sandhill.
I'm interested to see what some of the chat's saying as far as like what they would like to see come back. But yeah, like that was when we were still trying to be a little bit more positive. It was like, well, maybe this isn't Sky Sanctuary, or maybe this isn't Green Hill,
It
maybe
is.
it's Emerald Hill. It is.
It absolutely is. Also, the thing I find really funny is, can we just quickly talk about the leak of the opening cutscene, where Sonic definitely appears to be shedding a little tear. He appears to be very sad and stuff. I'm like, you mean to tell me that all that war stuff in Frontiers was just fine and dandy, but getting lost on an island is enough to get you crying?
Yeah. He doesn't have his friends.
But I mean, okay, it's an improvement, I guess, like, to see Sonic actually emote. But, like, man.
Honestly, I would be perfectly fine if the rest of the games just never want to acknowledge the events of Forces, or if that game ever existed.
They just retcon
That'd
it.
be hysterical if like he lost his memories and he just regains the good ones and they forget about the rest of them.
He regains the good one, but he never remembers Forces.
It'd be funny if he, like, goes to, like, a temple and is like, this is the universal memory. It will erase everyone's memories and bits of history. It's like, oops, accidentally deleted Forces. And like, no, don't do that. You're being reckless with the universal memory.
So we're doing Sonic 06 again. You.
The
I
flame
hope in
of
Frontiers
disaster.
they if they're gonna do like a serious thing, I hope they stick to it and don't do some stupid shit like Sonic cries and then wipes his tears with fucking chili dog.
No, he cries and he's like, no, he gets
I
his.
got it in my eye.
Imagine he gets his first memory back and he sees Dr. Robotnik. He's like, wait a minute, I remember you. You're a baldy nose hair. And he's like, I'll kill myself.
I am a little bit worried, and nothing against Ian Flynn at all, but I mean, he only has so much control of what the narrative is doing. I am very worried that we are so beaten down by stupid ass stories that this will be a step up. I have no doubt about it. That's going to be a step up, and people are going to be immediately like, "This is the greatest gaming narrative I've ever seen in my life. This is incredible." I think it's going to be a step up, but also I'm trepidatious about everything. There's that word.
We're always trepidatious.
I'll trip your dictious.
I am also Triptychon.
I think it
Trepidatious.
I think it behooves us to be trepidatious. Foibles.
It's pronounced Tripdicus.
It's pronounced.
Fuck.
So
I'm so battered and broken,
shall we move on
beaten
to
down.
Shall we move on to super chats?
I think we should. I am still looking at people here seeing Sleeping Egg Zone. Chaos Angel, that would be fun to revisit stuff like that.
Or
Yeah.
Chaos Angle, because I accidentally misnamed my Animal Crossing island, and now I have to live with the fact that it's called Angle now.
That's
so
fucking
funny.
hilarious.
It's so good. It's so perfect. What's
I
the name
di-
of your character in that?
His name is Poibles.
Be your angle or your devil.
Angle Island. Brilliant.
Angle Island starring Channel Poibles. Sometimes visited by Game Foibles and Train Foibles.
Yeah, that was how I opened up my live stream. I was like, and please welcome Troy Noibles and Game Foibles. And then for the rest of the stream, the word foibles just became the funniest thing ever.
Oh man, Twilord saying, I think folks missed just how epic Black Comet would be in Generation style. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that they could do for some of those older games that really could use a fresh HD coat of paint. And that's the general idea of our little fun experiment that we did right now is, yeah, if you're actually trying to recapture the magic of Sonic Generations, then use different levels, but also don't half-ass it like you did Forces. Give us all that spectacle that just thrilled our willies.
What I
from
will,
Generations.
wow, what I will give to Formskis is that I did like the Death Egg. The Death Egg was cool.
I did too, yeah.
Right, okay, shall we begin with the super chats? So, Sony, is in with $5 Canadian. Manifesting cyberspace havoc for the frontiers. Ready for Zeddy. For fuck's sake. We had that technically. Like Phantom Ruby, cyberspace, just different name, same thing, really.
Just Sony every week. Appreciate the $5, but yeah, has made. Just won't let Zavik die. Not in our canon, anyway.
So
Die in
literally
a cannon.
Sega.
And our Paul Jamal with $5. Happy B Theory Friday, Milk Bro Wallace. Also, Nick X Sally and Pup X Gilly. Perfect ship couple.
I am
Every time we get
already
one of these, I feel
married
like I'm having a stroke.
to Trey. Serious?
You'll be okay, Gilly. This one is from Akashoden, and thank you very much for the $10.
Pilly the
By the way,
Pug.
speaking of the Hydro City Hydrocity argument, which is obviously Hydro City, guys, Shoden has actually finally given us confirmation that it is pronounced AKA.
It's
Shoden.
AKA Shoden.
Yeah, but what's the other alias then? I want to know. Like,
That's too many syllables.
it's who AKA Shoden. You could just call him Shoden. But
You're welcome, Shoden. I've been saying that. Right?
we love you, Shoden. Yogurt male. Wallace.
Also known as Shoden.
Wallace.
We got our pal Jamal with $2. Hey guys, can't wait Sonic Origin and TMNT game?
You don't have to wait for TMNT. It's out already.
I'm eating good, Jamal. I'm having a good ass time. I'm exhausted. I got 2 videos to get done today, but I gotta tell you, man. Ninja Turtles. Got them toidles of Teenage Metal Teetle.
Oh, you know what? Nick, how good is it online?
Oh, it's garbage.
It's so great.
It doesn't work right.
I love not being able to see anybody.
Yeah, no, that's ridiculous. Local
teenage-
multiplayer is fine. The single player is fine. The game's just it's a great time. But yeah, sort out your
Fucking
servers.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Foibles. Right. Gilly, the arbiter of hydrocity. Would you care to read the one from Stevie D?
Sure, Stevie D with 5 Hydro City dollars.
I
One
bet I can
thing-
spend that at the Hydro City McDonald's, huh?
You
Can you just
can.
read the
They
fucking
they
thing?
call it poop coin.
No more fucking coins. I'm so tired of coins.
One
Get them
thing.
toidle toilets.
One thing this crazy news cycle for Frontiers has confirmed for me, it's going to be a long 5 months. We're all going to be crazy by release. I'm
That-
crazy now.
That actually gets me thinking, what if this is all like a marketing strategy? Like, the whole thing with Sonic Frontiers is Sonic feels so disoriented when he gets to the islands and stuff. The whole thing is to get us feeling disoriented by the time we play. It's an immersive tactic.
This is not a marketing strategy. This is a cry for help. This is,
And this
It's
is
like
an
we have
intervention.
when your dog is upset and it doesn't know how to communicate with you, so it just starts making noises and crying, and you're like, I don't understand
shitting on
you.
like it's bad, man. Like I'm sorry, but like we're going by.
arthritis.
You guys have to understand, like the 5-6 months thing. That is the fan base going by that.
Oh
There
my
is
God.
no release date. We have release dates for games coming out in March 2023.
Malcolm Hinton has just given us the perfect reminder. Poinpy. Remember Poinpy?
Oh my god.
Poinpy was fantastic, right? I love Poinpy.
Can't wait for Point P.
When is Poinpy Frontiers coming? Why don't we get to ever fight Poinpy in our Sonic Generations 2 ideas, guys? Come on, step it up. All right, so, AKA Poinpy sends $5. You might have already talked about this, but did Tails say those levels were bite-sized or bite-sized, as in, like, megabyte kind of thing? Intriguing, but
I don't give a fuck. Stop giving us the same levels.
I agree with
Yeah.
that.
Your
Yeah.
puns won't save you, Tails.
All right, Game Foibles, you're up.
Oh. You know, if it was named in the modern day, it would totally be Hydrocity.
Just read the fucking thing.
I mean, if you think about it.
No.
I mean,
No, I
if you
think
gave
about
that
it,
to Pon, if you gave that to Pontaff, he would definitely go Hydrocity.
No, if you gave it to Pontaf, they'd just call it Wet Zone.
Hydrocity just sounds gross.
No, they'd be like, wet, get it? Wet. It has slides as well. Very fast. Water. Wow.
It would just be called Moist. And then
Moist City.
Water McWet level.
What the hell are you guys talking
it would
about?
just be mouth noises. It would just be wet mouth noises.
Oh. Just be the sound of Cirrus.
Dazzle! Fizzle!
Taking
With
a
$2. They need to make Emerald Coast the new Green Hill. No, they need to make just new first levels.
Yeah, no,
They
no,
need-
make this the new this. No.
They need to just make new games.
They need
make new games.
they need to make new levels the new levels.
I mean, you keep defending this game. You waited 5 years for a 10-year-old game. Fuck off.
Man,
Who's next?
Cirrus,
Cirrus?
Is it me?
you're up
Yes.
with
Yeah.
Silicam.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Killicam. So, well, for the $4.99, how would they reuse assets for 28 levels, though? I don't know. I've played Sonic Forces, though, so I got a pretty good idea.
It could be
I
multiple
mean-
acts, like
I that's what I'm thinking, right? I mean, like, as much as we love Adventure 2, they basically did that idea with the multiple characters. Yeah, there's different names and there's different layouts, but I mean, there's a lot of reused assets and stuff like that.
I tell you what, it would
Yeah.
hurt a whole lot less
Um,
if it was announced that there would just be some sprinkling of Generations levels among the 28, but like, I doubt it. I'm not gonna get excited about something they haven't advertised.
Yeah.
Alright.
I don't believe for a second that there's 28 different levels. I'm going to assume that they're reusing the assets of one of them multiple times over. Prove me wrong. I would love to be punched in the face with good game.
We're going to punch you in the face with
I'm gonna
facts, dog.
actually do that when I get to Americas. I'm gonna grab the Sonic and Knuckles box and just smack you across the face with it repeatedly.
Smack me across the knee, you fucking elf.
No, I'm gonna get on top of you.
I'm going to fuck.
I'm gonna carry Pup around everywhere. It's gonna be great.
No, you are not. No,
no,
I get
Yes.
enough of that, and
right
I
on my shoulders.
I get enough of that, and I also get enough of people using me as an armrest. Okay, I don't want that.
What?
People do that. People will literally do that. People I've never met before will literally sometimes put
But
their
I
elbow
had
on
the
my head. I'm just like,
perfect spot.
can you not do that? Like,
I'm gonna use you as a pool floaty.
I'm gonna use you as toilet paper.
I'm not going to America. Okay, I'm staying in the UK. Fuck it. Like,
I'm just gonna say that the worst way you could say that sentence is, "I'm going to use you." You make him fill in the blanks with that one.
I don't feel good about that. There's a big thumbs
I
down
mean,
to
like,
that
you
idea
don't get
now.
a whole lot worse than toilet
Fuck.
paper, so it's.
Uh,
I mean, technically,
I
it's like
I think there's one. Here you go, Pup. I'm gonna use you as a sock.
You know what? Between the two of them, I'd probably.
Nick.
I really don't. I really don't like poop.
the toilet
No,
paper
Nick, are
idea.
we on the same page?
You're gonna
I
make
know
me.
what you're
Wait,
talking
you're gonna make me in
Okay.
your. You're gonna make me in your poop sock? Shit.
Look, I'm just saying, if one of those two things had to go in my mouth, I'm not picking the poop.
the thing.
Poop suck.
The thing with
Really?
the thing with the
I,
poop though
yeah,
is.
dude, are you kidding me? Like, are you kidding me?
I mean, the
Absolutely
thing.
not.
Dude,
If I'm asking, if I'm look,
Oh.
look,
sounds a little.
look. Okay, I'm not calling anybody. But I had like a partner in life, right? And they're doing a thing for me, right? I would be fine with being like, look, I think this is gross, but if it's gun to my head, I had to pick to the two of them. I'm just saying, I don't want to see her eat the poop. You know?
I want
So,
to.
yeah.
I want to
Go
stop
ahead and
talking
say-
about this.
In,
Go ahead and
in-
say.
in regard
Nick,
to the
I'm
poop,
sorry, you don't
I
you
just-
don't
I
you
just-
don't
I
get a
just
choice
wanna-
here. You get 2 Nicks, 1 pup.
the thing with the
I just realized.
the thing with the poop is it's just like eating Gilly's leftovers ultimately. Like, but
I mean, like, I gotta stop. I keep saying behind the scenes, like, we got it, guys. We gotta.
Yes,
Yeah.
you do. You do, Nick.
you
Straighten
asked
it
for
up.
this, man.
We all do.
I don't. I was the one that was just like, hey, you ever see the show Impractical Jokers?
I was just being vague.
How can we
right?
make like a Sonic podcast out of that?
I'm still on 2 Nicks, 1 Pup.
Yeah, that's really good.
All right, shit. Can we carry on? Who's even up now? Like,
I don't
is it,
know.
Is it me?
I think it's me.
It's you.
I think it's me.
You're up with
Um,
Cecil. Read it, idiot.
Okay, yeah, Cecil with $5. Finally got a break. Got a break again on a Friday, so popping in for a bit. Hope all of you have a good day, and unfortunately, I'm one to really not mind Green Hills Oh, sorry, I was mixing up the next word as the next name. Doesn't mind Green Hills. I don't mind Green Hills, but like some originality, please.
You mean Green Hills from Sonic 2 Game Gear? I wouldn't mind seeing that, I guess.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
gonna
not.
die.
I'm not remotely okay with it. It's a mark against the game. If I had to give it a archaic number score, it would drop a number for me. That's lazy. I'm sorry. I don't give a shit. I don't care. I don't care. That's where I'm gonna put lazy.
My cock
5 years.
hurts.
Sort it out.
Gilly, you want to read for Heroisms?
Yeah. Heroisms.
Heroisms, my bad.
Heroisms.
The Flanderisms.
Heroisms. With $5. I feel like Sega tries too hard to hold our hand and are
Too
afraid
furious.
to
Holding your hand furiously.
too hog, too furious, hold our hand and are afraid that challenge equals no fun or that younger gamers equal too dumb to play a hard game. No faith.
Listen, I agree that kids are fucking stupid, but like
Yeah,
the
same.
solution is stop making games for them.
I thought you were gonna say the solution.
Yeah, tell those fucking kids adapt.
Yeah,
I
just
thought you were gonna
learn.
say the solution was to stop making children.
I mean, I agree with that. That's
That
my
too.
ultimate solution for climate change is we all just stop, and then we don't have to
I
worry
mean, if
about
you
it.
look at the sales of Elden Ring, then yeah, maybe the solution is get good.
Solution is kill those fucking kids.
Guys, Sonic Frontiers is the Dark Souls of platformers.
It was used though, dude. Like one of the previews, and like somebody retweeted it. It was like a Dark Souls reference was made. It's a real game.
So
There's a lot of
we
first
got a
comparisons to
super
Elden
chat from the Dazzling and the Fizzling with the $5, and he says, "I think this is just a symptom of games becoming easier and more accessible." Yeah, I don't think people in wheelchairs should play games either.
To me, it just goes beyond that.
we're
And
not
this
gonna,
is to go even
not a
further
matter of
beyond.
ease.
we're not
it's
gonna
not even
chastise
matter
me
of
for
ease.
that. Fuck.
Oh no! At this point, we just found out it's better to ignore you.
Damn.
You see, by chastising you, we enable you because you're looking for the reaction.
Damn. I knew this is what would happen when we gave women the vote.
Nope. Oh god.
Jesus Christ! Why?
94 with the very generous $20. Thank you. As someone who prefers complexity and depth in my games, this recent trend of making games easier isn't really my preference, but I'm just kind of resigned that these games simply aren't for me anymore.
I feel that. I too am resigning. Goodbye.
No. Oh man, Mario. I mean, like if you're taking anything from Mario, it's that beautiful balance and polish. No, this could be for everybody.
That
I
beautiful
don't-
balance Wonderworld?
No.
Somebody read the next super chat. I don't feel like talking anymore.
You know what? There's a lot of people in this world that we could do without. Balin himself is one of them.
Whoa, look at all this pop-in. It's like the Sonic Frontiers early demo footage. This is great. Like,
Red Walker 123, thank you for the $10. Playing Green Hill for the 35th time. See dead animals on the ground. Well, time to turn the game
yeah,
off.
those flickies should be fucking dead by now, not gonna lie.
If it turned into a proper like Sonic EXE, it's like something just bad is happening here, and then you're getting chased by that horrible sprite animation. What are you doing, pub?
It'd be I was giving us the Frontiers pop-in. But, like, it would be so, like, funny if, like, you start Green Hill and there's just a dead bird randomly on the floor in a little pool of blood. It would
I
set
mean,
the
I'd
tone.
be intrigued. I wouldn't be thinking too much about the asset flips if that was happening.
They flip
Yeah,
the bird
because now we
instead.
just, instead of flipping the assets, we murdered them.
Like this is just Izuka has completely lost
It's
it. and-
Green Hill, but Orbot and Cubot are just going through there with baseball bats, just smashing the shit out of the animals.
We just have Sonic, but it's actually Evangelion, where it's normal Sonic for the first bit, and then in the last bit, you can tell that the creator had a mental breakdown and never fucking stopped.
Look, let's put it this way: Dr. Robotnik no longer puts animals in the animals. Wait, hang on. No longer puts animals in the
Wait.
robots.
Is this an insert that hedgehog moment?
He doesn't put
That's what
animals.
the mayonnaise is for.
He doesn't. He doesn't put.
Jill's apartment was scary the whole time.
He doesn't put animals in the robots anymore. So why doesn't he just fucking kill them? You know, like he's got to eat something.
He's just sitting there looking at a flicky. I could use some drumsticks.
Be funny to just watch Robotnik just eat them alive and gradually morph into a fatter, scarier Robotnik.
Let me get a load of this.
He literally straight up eats a live raw chicken and doesn't get any salmonella poisoning. That would be terrifying. It'd be like that bit from, like, have you ever seen Batman Assault on Arkham where the penguin's just eating whole fish? I'm just like, what the fuck?
That's also apart from the Tim Burton movie.
Yeah, I was gonna think of Batman Returns.
Yeah, but, like, Batman Returns, he's obviously like a creature, whereas in, like, you know, Batman Assault on Arkham, he's just a fat old man. Like Tom Topics.
I was gonna say, yeah, it's like with Batman Returns, it's more understandable because like Tim Burton is unwell.
Well, no, but he's not eating them in one whole, like, chomp either. Whereas, like, in Assault on Arkham, he's just grabbing the fish, putting the whole thing in his mouth, and just chomping it. It's not even deboned or anything. It's disgusting.
Whose turn is it?
It's, I think, Wallace
It's Wayne's.
with
Yeah.
the dazzling and the fizzling.
Yeah, Dazzle Fizzle, $5. I kind of wish Sonic died 15 years ago, so we wouldn't be here right now.
Okay.
Nephilis is the true hero.
Okay, Dazzle Fizzle. Thank you for the $5. That's the worst take I've ever fucking read in my entire life.
That would have been ballsy as hell if, he gets stabbed in 06 and then they're just like, it was like Yuji Naka, like if he stayed on just a little bit longer just to kill Sonic and then just Mike dropped it on his way out the door, that would have been amazing.
And then
Just like,
Izuka,
one day you'll understand.
Izuka comes in like a sexy nurse costume and just kind of
Oh no.
spanks his ass a little bit, and it wakes him up.
I'm not sure where this went. All right.
I feel
What is-
violated.
What?
And Sonic rises with funny Izuka teeth.
It's your turn, Pop.
It's not. It's Gillies.
Gillies.
Oh, hi, Gilly.
Hi. Which one are we up to?
Aiden F.
What is it?
Aiden
F.
F.
And damn,
Oh, Aiden F with $10. It's too hot in the south. Need me some cool milk. I think after going through the Sonic cycle 50 times last week, I'm finally excited for Frontiers.
it really has been a spin cycle for a fucking release of this game.
Bummer that the soundtrack won't be a banger, though. We don't know that.
It could be a good soundtrack still. I won't lie. Like, the level music we've heard does sound nice. It just doesn't sound like the kind of thing that I'm just gonna break my neck to.
The initial rumor, that first leak that has been right about everything says that the boost levels music goes real damn hard, and that's where it needs to do that. So I'm not
Okay,
super concerned.
Can music save Green Hill Zone Act 58?
If we have Green Hill Zone, but with Infinite's theme playing in the background the whole time, yes.
No, but that's the funny
Yeah.
thing, is like the music's actually the best thing about those levels. So like when Forces brought them back without the music, it was just like, well, what were you expecting? I'm kind of hoping we get a remix at this point.
Just don't understand why that level of quality is not in the rest of the game. Like you nailed the music. I'm never worried about music. I mean, the Forces made me worry about music.
No, what I'm saying is,
Never
like, if you're gonna bring back the levels, bring back the music, because the music's the best bit.
Yeah, I'd like a more
remix.
pumped up piano rendition of Green Hill. That'd be pretty.
Yeah, like a remix or something.
All right. I think it's my turn. Or is it Pup's turn?
It's my
Pup's
turn. You really are lost, aren't you? So my fourth pick is
haven't.
Twinkle Park from Sonic Adventure. Wait, I'm reading the wrong thing here. Okay, so Way Past Cool Kid sends $1.99. I can only donate once today. I love you all. Blue heart, little kissy face. Thank you, Way Past Cool Kid. But you haven't
Thanks,
fulfilled your quota.
PCK.
You haven't fulfilled your quota. You haven't finished your shift. You need to send more money.
I don't think that's how shifts work.
Shut up.
Mr. Krabs with $1.99. Homer Adventure 3 with Marge as the new rival.
Merge.
Merge.
Merge. You guys should have been here for my last live stream because we played Homer Adventure 2. I'm going to upload the Homer Adventure 2 footage as like a separate upload, so you guys can definitely check that out. But like me and Trey Noibles had far too much fun just making 30 minutes worth of Simpsons content, which means we basically made a Simpsons episode.
I mean, it would be a much funnier one than a lot of the current seasons.
Literally,
Merge.
hire me and Trey to just
Milk out of the
improv.
merge.
Hire me and Trey as the new Simpsons writers, and you got a show.
It would. I mean, it'd just be you guys saying marriage and giggling like idiots.
Yeah,
for 20
just
minutes.
imagine like 20 minutes of marriage. I am grinding down the rail. But that's fine because we want to diversify our projects. Get a little bit of Bob's Burgers in there as well.
How's that go, pup?
Hey, Linda, I made it. Stop laughing at me, Gene. Linda, I
Cyrus,
Linda,
Cyrus,
I
keep us going.
I
Linda,
can't.
I
I
made-
can't save us from this.
I made a Borgor.
Let Derek.
I call it the ferocious dolphin. It's a
Let-
Borgor. $50 from
Led-
Derek is the
Led
Borgor
Rick.
of the week.
Thank you, Derek. Led Rick. Fucking kill me. Thank you for the $50. Screw Sonic. Worst mainline Zelda game. Go, please.
So
we're-
I made this new burger. It's called the worst news mainline Zelda game. It's got pickles in it.
You know what?
Linda,
Worst mainline Zelda game. I'm just gonna go with Twilight Princess.
finish your burger.
Nah, it's Skyward Sword.
Charles Champ, I just saw that What If Shredder's Revenge did their take on Simpsons arcade game. There is a reference to Simpsons in the game.
Turtles.
They want to fix everything. They want
Guys,
to
I
bring
made-
that whole genre back, man.
Marriage.
I made a meme. I'm putting it in the back rooms.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
Meme. I'm gonna throw that up on the stream. That's worth it.
Gilly, you have to bird noise that. You gotta do it right now.
Wait.
You know something I wanted to do for a long time when I got my Twitter account was make a flicky icon for the Twitter bird, and I'm so happy to see that Tails Tube had the same idea last time they did one, because they did that exact thing, and I was just tickled pink. I was like, I love it. It just made me happy. Anyway,
Linda. This burger is called the Tickle Pink. I didn't cook it. That's why it's called that. It's very pink. All right, who's up with Killer Cam? Anyone?
Oh.
Anyone?
Dwayne.
Oh.
Wayne.
Watney?
Yeah, it's Killicam. Killicam, $1.99. Final boss idea: mech that weaponizes water.
Sonic's ultimate weakness. Not a bad idea. Why haven't we actually had that? Like, you could
We
reuse
have
the.
on several occasions. The
several.
Robo,
Okay.
the Eggmobile has
Is
attached to a
that?
couple.
Hang on. Is that the final
Filled
boss
with
though?
water.
You dipshit. I'm saying
Wait, a
final,
final,
thing
boss.
is, I'm not sure
a
that's-
final boss that weaponizes water? Holy shit! I love Perfect Chaos.
That's not water. That's cum. All right.
I mean, you're not going to do better than the literal embodiment of water and chaos.
We
Like
could have
that's
like a. All I'm saying is, right, we've had the fucking colors boss fight 3 times in a row now. So how about one that like shoots water at you instead? I'll take that over that. Just Mario with his funny water gun thing from Mario Sunshine.
What?
Yeah, that.
Sonic with Flood would be kind of funny.
Flood.
I hate this stuff.
Yeah, he just keeps spraying himself in the face with it and making himself upset.
Whenever he's spraying water out of it, Sonic's just screaming.
Oh my god, that would actually be so funny. His running animation could change as well to more of a scared run. He's just flailing his arms around like, ah!
You know what? Take that idea and just add it to boost. That would be hysterical. Like if he had it just hurt him really bad every time he boosts. I would love that. Just that horrible, ugly werehog scream. Ah! Every time you hit the button.
I want a mod that's just like Sonic boost stages, except you can hear his joints cracking and you can just see a trail of vomit behind him.
That'd be the greatest mod.
Every time he does like a
Every
spin,
time.
every time he does a spin jump, you just see this flurry of vomit go around him.
He's just like, my body's not supposed to do this.
Sonic, but he has motion sickness.
God fucking damn it.
And a fear of heights.
That would be so funny.
I've been cursed. I've been cursed. I've been cursed.
He just cries every time you get on a grind rail.
That would be so funny if like Robotnik was like, finally, my latest weapon, and he just like does like a beam on Sonic. He's like, what did it even do? Try going fast. It's like, oh, I feel horribly sick. That would be like Eggman would
Motion
win that.
sickness beam.
That would be amazing. That would be the best Sonic game ever.
Makes about as much sense as Slowdown Shoes.
Yeah, it's better
Labyrinth.
than like Labyrinth. Yeah, hell yeah. Who's up with Black Yakuza knife? I think that's Gilly, isn't it? Gilroy?
Black Yakuza 94, $5. Generation 2 with all original levels, but the final boss is the Nega Wisp Armor Mark IV. Oh, yeah. McKiv. Oh, yeah. Kishimoto special.
It's pronounced Kishimoto.
Kishimoto.
I hate it.
Me too.
Fuck you, Black Yakuza, but thanks for the money. All right. So, I'm up now with Mr. Krabs. I always like Mr. Krabs ones. Again, like Gilly says, I feel like I'm having a stroke whenever I read Mr. Krabs. $1.99. Nick clapped them chipmunks' cheeks with nuts. Get that chussy.
Oh,
Oh,
and then it
no.
just cuts to like a very wholesome picture of me just handing off little walnuts to a chipmunk.
And then what you don't know is afterwards he fucked that chipmunk.
Oh no! All right, Ellatrix with $2. We're really gonna treat Pup like Judo Master.
Oh man, you know the funny thing is, the whole thing with Judo Master and Peacemaker is he's really short, but when I googled it, he's actually taller than me.
Oh no!
Yeah,
Jesus.
Judo Master actor. Right, let me check his height. Right, so the actor's called Nut Lee, which is an awesome name. Nut Lee height. Nut Lee is 5'6". I gotta say, he looks a lot smaller than 5'6" in the show.
I
It might just be
think
how they filmed him,
yeah.
like wide angle lenses or some shit. But I'm 5'3", so like he's 3 inches taller than me. It's not even close.
Wow, pup! I thought you were a dog, not a shrimp.
Can you just actually
Damn.
just
Damn.
come over here and just be my little poop vacuum, okay?
What?
Be
I
my
just-
little poop vacuum.
What the fuck?
I'm gonna poop into you like I do a vacuum.
No,
What?
we got our limit with the
What?
bodily waste.
Why are we here?
I'm gonna poo in your mouth, Wayne.
Why are we? Why is it? Still...
I used up all of the allowance this week. I'm sorry, guys. We're
No,
done.
we each get our own
Is
personal
he still talking? I
allowance.
muted him.
We each get our... What the fuck? Bros don't do that, Wayne.
I feel like we should do that more often. Probably a good reason.
I
as
like
to why-
that you're just treating him like a dog and going all Caesar Milan on him.
The funny
Just every
shit...
time he starts talking, like,
I'm just gonna get like a little like squirt bottle, and I'm just gonna tape a picture of Pup on it.
Well, here's the thing, Wayne. While you might have muted
I see his
me,
little name highlighting there whenever he's talking. It's really funny.
While you might have muted me, don't forget who the stream host is, Wayne.
oh no.
So I can reveal things about you
This
like
is
this.
this is the most entertaining thing I've seen all.
Wayne is racist.
Did,
All right.
oh, did you?
Whore.
Pup, we told you when we were giving everybody.
Yes,
Complete
okay, so
control.
hang on. So Wayne can abuse that, but I can't?
Wait, hold on.
When did
Wayne,
you do that?
Wayne only locally muted you, so he couldn't hear you. I
No.
server muted you. I just didn't say anything.
Okay, so Suris can do it then.
And none of you are allowed to do this anymore. Is what I'm getting from this.
All right, Dad.
That's
Yeah.
just I'm gonna have to put on the daddy pants here.
Oh,
and-
I didn't mute
I'm
you
turning this car
from
around.
I didn't mute you from the channel, Pup. Everyone could still hear you just fine. I just lowered down your volume for me personally.
Wait,
He
hang
just curated his timeline.
But that
I just exercised some self-care.
Me too, buddy. Anyways,
It's your turn.
Oh my god! Wait, is it? Oh my god! It is my turn. Okay, lanterns glow. Thank you for the $5. I just want to see characters from the comics like Tangle and Whisper, Rough and Tumbler, even Dr. Starline. Come on, Sega, they're right there. I agree.
Same with Fleetway and Archie. Bring them all in. They don't have to be playable characters. They don't have to be in every game. Just some acknowledgement. That's all I want, man.
Just bring the one thing everybody knows from Fleetway, the insane fucking supersonic alter ego.
I would take the robot squirrel, actually.
Of course you would. Anything resembling a squirrel or a chipmunk is a fetish to you.
Hey man, they also got this hot duck with some really cool bangs. I'm just like...
Oh.
You want that? You want that?
Wade.
What?
Wade.
What?
Just leave it at that. Don't say anything else, Pup. Wayne likes to eat.
Little
Wayne,
late for
would
that.
you like to save us by covering Mr. or not
I
Mr.
thought-
SP, the next one, Mr. Krabs?
Yeah.
At first,
Say-
I didn't see asses.
I was gonna say I thought it was the funniest when it said Wabe likes to eat.
I liked Wayne likes to eat cats.
I think that that's a nice middle ground. I think ass is just trying a little bit too hard.
Yeah,
can't
that's not
prove anything.
believable. Cats, sure.
I mean, that's not even like saying pussy. You're just saying cats. It's funny.
Cussy.
Pussy asses.
Pussy
Where are
ass.
we? Where are we at?
We're
right
on
now?
We're on Mr. Krabs right under Lantern's Row, $4.99.
Okay.
It's okay, Wayne. I want to shoot myself too.
We gotta stop
Alright.
with some of those
Wait.
particular jokes. I think, guys.
So the Nick Tortoises one, is that the
I
one
have
we're on?
committed various. I thought I was gonna say I committed vomit. Yeah, sorry.
Okay.
Wayne.
All right, Mr. Krabs, $4.99. Nick Tortoises right now listening to this tomfoolery. Nick Tortoise. Alright, I'm gonna listen to that new TMNT game music that Nick bought.
I have 3 separate CDs on pre-order now. Not CDs, 2 CDs and 1 vinyl. Because I've pre-ordered the physical copy of the UK Shredder's Revenge because it has a CD that is a pizza, and I need that. And it's T-Lopes music, so I have no regrets. I got the big ass limited run that's coming out in North America, also has a CD, and on top of that, the limited edition green vinyl. It's redundant, but it's T-Lopes, so I'm all right with that. And yeah, Mike Tortoise is gonna bop on out with me. It's gonna be great.
Killy?
So
All right.
Killy the Gid.
Am I on Mr. SP?
Yeah, Mr. SP.
Yep.
Okay. Mr. $10. It would be nice if they reused key moments from the games. Amy getting captured at Collision Chaos, fighting Nux at Hidden Palace, and whatever level it was where Vector finds the computer room.
just as long as I don't have to find Vector in the computer room, that should be fine.
Just as long as I don't have to find 6 more secret discs.
Oh
God, I'm sitting!
What? What is Vector doing in the computer room?
That was the,
Said,
that
"Oh
was the
God,
joke.
I'm
He's sinning.
I'm watching porn,
I
Sonic.
thought
It wasn't me, it was a spooky ghost.
I thought he was religious,
Yes!
Nick.
Yes! God, I've watched so much South Park. It wasn't me, it was a spooky ghost.
His ectoplasm.
God, the laughter's devolved into crying.
It's so good, dude. I just love that they keep finding ways to be stupid while being middle-aged men. And they just do stuff like, oh no, it's a spooky ghost. Anyway.
Okay. So, way past Cool Kid has fulfilled the rest of her shift and sent in 99 cents. Thank you, way past Cool Kid.
And that is
You're a fucking liar.
What?
You're a fucking liar.
You're a fucking liar. What are you talking
I'm looking
about?
at because I'm looking at the stream right now. You lied.
What do you mean I lied?
The skeleton is back. You-
Oh my god.
My God.
The skeleton
Fucking...
has left. It's okay.
Dazzle Fizzle with $2. Sega is immune to making good business decisions.
But you know who's not immune to that? Skeletons.
My God.
It is I mean, like, taking a step back, I've always found it fascinating that Sega exists at all.
Wouldn't it be
Yeah,
incredible if you
that's
walked
wild.
in, if you walked into like the Sega offices and it's just nothing but walking skeletons?
I mean, just I'm sorry, but like the disaster, I love the Dreamcast, but the disaster of their console business would destroy any other company.
Yeah. I
A
mean,
generous
I-
man on his deathbed is the only reason it didn't sink them.
I said this before.
They got a
but
sugar
like,
daddy.
If Sonic was any other character, he would not still exist.
No. No. Oh man. We just get weirdly quiet in weird spots, and it
Yeah,
makes me
who's
deeply
up with
uncomfortable.
who's up with Killer Cam with 1999, the year Sonic
it's me.
released?
I just wanted to watch the world burn. That's all.
You wanted to watch the
Wait, no,
skeleton?
it was Nick. Nick had Dazzle Fizzle.
Nick already did.
Oh, no,
Dazzle
you
Fizzle.
just did that. Never mind. Ignore me.
Redo
I'll
this every
dazzle
week.
your fizzle, Wayne.
Wait, I'll mute you, man. Don't fucking diss
Oh,
me. buddy.
fizzle your dizzle.
Killicam, thank you for the 1999. Allow me to elaborate on the final boss idea. Like, say the arena gets flooded from time to time, and maybe there's a time trial to hit a weak spot before the water floods. And if good enough, the water won't flood at all.
Oh, they must have been expanding on an idea for
The,
something.
Yeah, when they mentioned the water themed final boss.
Oh.
Yeah, the water mech.
I still want to give any kind of water bad guy stuff to Chaos.
Yeah, you know.
I love the idea of, yeah, like a multi-layered boss fight fighting the different forms of Chaos. That'd be so
What-
much fun.
Milk.
What is this? Okay, Mr. Krabs again with 4.99. Wayne, already I did everything. I can now time to relax. Vanilla. Wayne, are you going take cream and cheese park? And also have you seen Vector?
There's a bit of
What
background
the
lore.
fuck?
There's a bit of background lore here that's been elaborated in my own streams.
I don't give a shit about Vanilla the Rabbit.
No, Mr. Krabs basically has it so that you're like, while Vanilla is married to Vector, you're like Vanilla's boyfriend.
But I don't like Vanilla.
That's a really horrible thing to say about your girlfriend, Wayne.
Wayne,
Is this
she
a
is
poly
literally
thing, or-
she is
Hang
literally
on.
shaped like a human mother.
She's the size of a
mean-
regular human mother.
Wait, though. Like for this lore here, is this a poly situation,
Yes,
or is Wayne
yeah.
a side bitch?
It kind of is, and Vector's like, he's kind of an embittered cuck.
Speaking of, you want to take Mr. Krabs' follow-up?
Me?
Yeah.
It's not my turn, it's Gilly's.
What is? Hi, Gilly.
Mr. Krabs with 4.99. Vector for I can't even talk. Vector waiting for Wayne at the park. Vector, I'm going.
I
Come on, Gilly.
will. I'm going to.
I'm going to eat that little twink after he fucked my wife. And now he's taking my bunny kid to the park. He's also taking my bunny kid, also as well to the park.
The water park, also known
Why
as
does
Hydrocity.
everyone keep calling me a twink?
Oh man,
Wayne-
it makes me want to eat a
Wayne,
Twinkie,
to
though.
be fair,
I'm not gonna
like,
Do
lie.
you need me to explain?
you are kind of an Omega male.
Sirs, you shut the hell up.
To
Look,
be
I
fair,
have-
when you look up Omega male in the dictionary, you do find a picture of yourself in there.
I don't think
I'm a big man.
Yes, that's right. You're a big man.
I'm a big
Come-
man.
Come and eat the
I
rest of your
picked-
Applejack cereal, you big man. Come on.
I picked Winkle Park for you, Wayne.
You better finish that broccoli. You can't just eat chicken tendies and call that a day.
Yeah, I'm gonna give you a jam donut, or jelly donut, as you guys call them.
A jam donut?
I don't
Yes.
like it being called a jam donut.
Yes, because what you call
I wanna-
Jello is over here called jelly, and what you call jelly is called jam over here.
Jello is a brand.
It's a brand
man.
What do you-
of
what do you-
gelatin.
Yeah,
Well, what do
Yeah,
you call
what
the
do you-
wibble wobble jelly on a plate dessert thing?
gelatin.
Gelatin.
Yeah, but it's
Okay, we
yeah.
call that jelly. Okay.
it's called
like-
it's literally called gelatin.
Oh, just shut up and eat your smuckers already. All right. Anyways, Red Walker 123 sends $10. Last one from me. That's not good enough, Red Walker. Last one from me. If Sega make Fleetway and Archie canon, think they'll make Sonic EXE canon so Nick can make a video about the many Sonic EXEs, or just the one everyone remember? I had a stroke.
You asked me to make a Sonic EXE video, and I don't know what else I could say that Splash Dash hasn't already. You know?
Can we make Sonic in
Oh my
summer?
god, is that Sonic EXE?
Oh God.
All right, we got another one here.
Mr.
From-
Krabs, $1.99. That's my turn. I'm sorry, Wayne. I'm just joking with my super chat.
Yeah, you're not really fucking vanilla. Don't worry, Wayne.
Don't worry about it.
God.
Uh,
And we all know Victor likes to watch, no matter what he says.
You don't have to worry about getting rabies, Wayne.
Vector does seem like a bit of a power cuck. I'm not gonna lie.
I like to watch.
You want to fuck my wife, Wayne?
What do you think
Oh,
I'm doing in the computer room?
God damn.
I'm
He'd rather just be in the computer room playing RuneScape while you guys fuck.
Oh my God.
I've almost got a rune semi.
Oh man.
Is that the end? Are we ending?
We're done.
Okay.
I think
Super chat cutoff point is now, folks. There will be no more super chats. So, right. Okay, one more super chat from
Take it away, sirs.
Astonishing Red, thank you very much for the $4.99. I know I'm responsible for managing my own expectations, but please promise me that Sonic Frontier won't end up on What Happened. I can promise
What
you
happened?
nothing.
I probably it's probably gonna be both a
Oh,
game
it's-
of episode and a what happened. Yeah,
There's already enough material there to do a what happened.
I could do my half of the script of mine is ready to go now.
Matt's probably already writing it.
Okay,
Yeah.
an absolute final super chat read now, guys. Who wants to take Mr. Krabs?
We got Mr. Krabs with $1.99. Also, Cirrus X Topaz and Pup Homer Adventure 2 art.
I swear, these are starting to blend in with Jamal's super chats at this point.
I think Mr. Crab, Mr. Crab, Mr.
Crap.
I think Mr. Krabs and Jamal are actually the same person, but from two different timelines, and I think it's been generations since they've seen each other.
Which one
I'm
is
gonna
the
kill myself.
Jamal is classic Mr. Krabs.
Oh God!
All right, so wait, we're going home now. That's the end of the super chats, guys. That's the cutoff
Yeah,
point.
I got a lot of stuff to get
Any
done
further
today, guys.
super chats, we will probably address them another time. But okay, so little baby Gilly, what are you up to?
Well, that fucking video is finally done.
Yes, it is.
So please, everyone, go watch it because I'm dead inside. I made an hour and a half long video about all the bad games that everybody says are bad.
Also, Gilly, we really wanted to thank you for accompanying us this past month with all the Sonic news and shit. So we got you a cake. I'm googling cakes. I'm trying to find one with a naked man on it.
Oh, that's my favorite.
But you know what? This pink one will have to do because you know you like your pink shirt a lot.
Can someone share Gilly's video in our chat room? Because yeah, it is a crazy endeavor, and he played a lot of garbage. And don't get defensive just because you see Shadow on the thumbnail. Pay attention to what he says in the video.
Everybody's going, Shadow is not the worst game, and it's hilarious.
All right, Gilly,
We were
here's
we were
your-
having like a passive aggressive conversation about it in the comments.
Yep.
Here is your
Yep,
thank you
yep, yep.
cake, little Gil. And where are you? So I can move you so you're eating your cake. Hang on.
Yeah, and outside of that too, like I'm not sure what we're doing exactly next week if we're gonna even do an official show because a lot of
That
us
is a
outside
fucking
of
hideous
pub-
cake.
Eat it.
outside of
Make eating
outside of-
sounds. Make eating
That-
sounds now, Gilly.
Oh
That's
wow,
not
that's
even-
a Lost World level. Interesting.
There's not even any like cake in there. That is just fondant.
Yep.
Look, Wayne, not all of us have diabetes, okay?
I'm just
fucking
see, Wayne. That's why you're called a twink. 'cause
yeah.
you know the word
Go eat your carrots, man. Okay, we got carrots on the counter for you. The
Go eat your
cake's-
cats.
The cake is for those of us who you know.
Cats. Let's get a bowl of cats in here for Wayne.
A nice heaping helping.
I need a break, man.
We also put up our very special thank you, Gilly banner.
Oh
Moving
my god.
the cake here, and you can eat that now.
But for real though, like I'm actually genuinely excited because we are a week away from me finally meeting Cirrus, Wayne, and Gilly all in person, and with Sonic Origins out next week. So I'm I'm really hyped, man. We're gonna have a good ass time, and Pup won't be there.
That's the best part.
Right, you know what? Fuck your cake. You're not getting a cake. Your cake's going. That's going. That's all. I see what the tone of this is. But don't worry, everyone at Sunset City, because I fully intend on hijacking this channel to bring you Sonic Origins coverage. So,
Do you guys think we should? I mean, we might have to talk after the show, but like another race, but with like story mode.
Yeah.
Dude,
That's gonna be so
that would be ridiculous.
long.
But
Yeah, that's what they always say
Yes.
about me.
I'm down. I'm down though. Honestly, can we make it? Can we just set aside no podcast that day? Just like that is the event.
I wouldn't
just-
mind that, honestly.
Yeah.
That'd be so
we
much
just
fun.
set up a camera. We set up the stream. We all just pull out our switches and just go vroom.
And then the next week we can all review it. I've actually literally got it on PC as well, so like, you know, that will...
I was gonna say I'm probably buying it on PC.
I've got it on
I'm
PC and Xbox.
I'm getting it on Switch and PC.
I'll get it on consoles when it gets a physical release.
He's really
I hope
enjoying that
fingers
cake,
crossed.
man, I'm telling you.
Yeah. So let's carry on. I want to hear what you other boys are up to. Cirrus, what have you been doing?
I'm still working on the Archie Sonic video, the one that's going to be covering the 4 prequel bits.
Mhm.
Before I'm going to scream when I have to actually talk about Blonde Sally Acorn. No, Nick, no.
You know what though? Like legitimately, what I would have loved for Sally, and I don't think I said this in my Sally
What do you
video.
not love about Sally? Jesus Christ.
The fact that she's not in the current
Her
game.
gross animal chussy.
No, but they did bring her back, and they did make her like playable in like a 2D game or something like that. And you know, they like pulled a Mightier Array. I would love her super form to be Blonde Sally, like the red fur and the blonde hair. I
Just
think
the-
that'd be cool.
Just the coloring for it looks so. Maybe it's just because I'm so used to brunette Sally that it just looks weird. To
I
me.
mean, yeah, brunette Sally hands down is the best design, but I think that'd be a fun callback, or rework that pink one to make it more Sonic-fied. I'd be down with that. Anyway,
And I'm just setting up the decorations, so that's going to be in that.
I guess I'll keep carrying it around the table then, Puff.
No, I got it.
Can one of us get like a big cardboard cutout of Pup for Too Many Games?
Can you though? That'd be
So
really
he's
funny.
in. So he's
That
in
would be-
photos.
That'd
I
be
lost-
super funny.
I lost my dancing
Wait.
sausage. Where did it go? Oh, it didn't leave.
I mean,
I have no
if we
idea
are,
where that-
If we are like referencing South Park, let's get an iPad with his face on it.
Yeah.
Man, I wish I don't know where it is, but I have a 3D printed pup model somewhere. I could just bring that.
What do you
Make a
guys
3D
think
print
of?
his face, like a big version of his face, and then we're gonna put it on one of our friends.
Please make it my
I don't know
dog
what
face. I'm very insecure about my real face.
I mean, Pup, do you want to ask what Wayne's up to?
Nah, I don't care. Wait, Wayne, what are you up to?
Depressingly little, honestly. The move has been going. Most of my like the grand majority of my stuff is over here now, but there's still a lot of work to do. The next video I do is going to be kind of a short one, but then after that, I'm mostly going to be just kind of focusing on larger content. And that will be the long-awaited Digimon World review that I've been talking about for freaking ever.
Cool, man.
I'm actually genuinely excited for that. I've said it behind the scenes. I'll say it here. Those are the kind of games I want coverage on YouTube. Like, that's the kind of stuff I started my channel wanting to do. Like, games that are interesting, but you don't actually want to commit the time to play it yourself. So maybe just hear somebody entertainingly talk about it. So I'm really excited, as you are a genuine Digimon fan, and I think it's going to be fantastic, man.
Yeah. It might just be like probably not till sometime late July, early August that video actually sees the light of day. But I do have a smaller video coming up sometime before July 8th, if not going up on July 8th. That will just kind of like, it'll be something.
There you go. Pup, you're leading the charge, man.
Oh, right, yeah. So, Pup, what are you up to? Oh, I'm glad you asked, my handsome friend. So I'm just kind of throwing shit at the wall to see what sticks, and we will see. So head over to my channel, I really want to hit 100k soon. Because the sooner I do that, the sooner I can sooner I can fuck. So yeah, that's the end of the episode, everybody.
I didn't say anything.
Also, we did have Mr. Krabs with another $1.99
We
saying,
read it.
"Nope, I'm a different person." Oh, did we? Okay.
Oh no, we
well,
didn't. Oh, oopsie doopsie.
yeah,
doopsie.
no, yeah. There we go. All the super chats are caught up. And
Here we go.
end it.
No, I didn't say what I'm doing.
You
What are you
ain't
doing?
Shit.
What are you doing?
I mean, I did a Jurassic World review, but if
Little
you're a
Nick.
patron,
Tiny.
If-
He's
so
very
now you
little.
interrupt. Now you're being a dick.
Very little.
Anyway. Yeah, so if you're a patron of mine, I've already released the audio for 3 upcoming videos. One being the Hydro City Hydrosity debate, another being my general thoughts and feelings about Shredder's Revenge. I might just redo the audio for that because it's a little bit rambly, even though it's mostly scripted, but isn't unapologetic for that game because it's incredible. And the last one's Boing Kid. So there's a Boing Kid speed reading up and ready to go in terms of the audio. The final audio is ready for my patrons. If you guys don't really care about the visuals or background music, you can just pop that into your headphones and you're good to go.
Where's Poinpy?
Oh my god.
We need that Poinpy. You're so little. Why are you so small? Look at you with your little microphone.
I mean, the microphone would be big and I'd be little.
Yeah,
Little baby.
little
Baby
Nick.
man.
Tiny
Little
little
baby
Nick.
man.
So
Little baby.
Little guy.
Baby man.
Oh, Wayne, it doesn't work on me like it does on you. You can keep going. That's fine. I'll get a diaper and some glow sticks and just ride this wave, baby. Don't even think I won't.
Oh God.
Baby time.